Yo! What is good, Sixer Nation, NBA Nation? Welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB. Playoffs, Game Day Live, game number 2 here at TD Garden. Lots of chaos in game 1 ensuing. The Knicks coming back down 20 on the road to get a win in overtime. Mind-boggling decision-making by Jason Tatum. But can the Celtics bounce back tonight and get a much-needed win? Ladies and gentlemen, we saw history made here at the beginning of the second round of these playoffs. They have been chaotic. They have been thrilling. They have been intense. And we are live streaming every day, breaking down all the playoff stuff and more. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Boy, oh boy, is it going to be a good night in the NBA. We got the Celtics and Knicks game 2. And then it'll be OKC versus the Denver Nuggets as well for game number 2. Thunder blew game 1 at the end with the whole fouling thing. Jokic went crazy. Nuggets stole one on the road via a Aaron Gordon game winner, second in the playoffs. Then you have the Celtics and the Knicks. Game number 1, it felt like the Knicks were out of it for, I'd say, 3/4 of the game. And like the Knicks have done, they stay in it. They stay in it late. Jalen Brunson hits a couple big shots in the fourth quarter. Stat-wise, they didn't even play that well, but OG Anunoby came up big. And Jason Tatum went from having a really good first half to finishing 7 of 23. He did have 23, 16, and 6, but he went 0 for 7 in the fourth quarter, and he blew the game single-handedly for the Boston Celtics. Ladies and gentlemen, we will break all of it down right here on Philly Take with RB. Here's what I need you guys to do, man. If you have been rocking with us throughout the playoffs and you are hanging in there in the chat with us, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We are 12 subs away from getting to 42,700. We have been growing. These streams have been a lot of fun. It's definitely like a marathon, you know, every single day, every single night we're streaming. We're dropping videos every single day. So if you enjoy the channel, be sure to like the show, subscribe to the show. And if you want to become a channel member, support us, man, hit that link pinned in the live chat or hit the join button down below. Be sure to join our Discord. Mods, throw the links in the chat throughout the stream. Join our Discord community. And also be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter /X at RB Philly Take. Other than that, man, I'm ready to get another one underway. How are we feeling, chat? How are we feeling? How are we feeling, man? We were up late last night. It was midnight. It was midnight as we watched the Timberwolves and Warriors game. No Steph Curry. The Warriors got it done. We will live stream game 2 of that series tomorrow night. We're grinding it out, man. It's a marathon. It's a marathon. Hope you all are doing well. Happy Wednesday. Nice day outside. At least here on the East Coast it is. Let's see, we got Clint Kreitz in the chat. What's up, Clint, channel member? He says, playoff hoops with RB. What more could you ask for after a hard day's work? Let's go. What's up, Clint? What's up, bro? Thanks for being here. Banch says, let's go. What's up, Banch? We got Daniel Berry in the chat. What's up, Daniel? Banch says, I think I aced my exam. Let's go, man. Congrats. Busy Bee in the house, dropping the emojis. Let's go. We got the members in the building. Hold on, wrong one. Hey. We got the members in the building, man. Hold on now.
He's on fire!
Chat's already on fire tonight. Let's go. We dropped a video a couple hours ago talking about some Sixers-related things. Definitely check that out, all my Sixer fans. If you guys are Knicks fans or Celtics fans or other NBA fans tapping in with us tonight, let me know in the chat. Let's get a roll call. Draft lottery is on Monday. I found out today that the draft lottery will be at 7 p.m. at night, which is annoying. I don't know why the NBA is trying to make the draft lottery a whole event. It's literally like 10 minutes. It's literally 10 minutes of just here are the ping pong ball results. So I don't know why they're trying to make a whole event out of it. I'm actually supposed to be going to the Phillies game, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that now because I thought the draft lottery would be in the afternoon. So that's interesting. But other than that, man, 5 days until we find out what the outcome will be, what the draft order will be. It's a big time for us, Sixer Nation. We need it bad. Tonight, we're going to do Spin the Wheel after the first quarter. We have finished in the top 6, 3 streams in a row. We are currently 3 for 3. We had a number 1 overall pick, and then a number 3 overall pick. And it's not every day that you get a chance at a top 6 pick. So the Sixers need it. They need it badly. How are we feeling, man? How are we feeling? Juicy says you have a lot of Knicks fans in the Sixer game chats. Yeah, I know. Knicks fans love this channel because I tell them the truth, man. We got Banj tapping in, Sixers fan in the house. Shaheem says, as a Sixers fan, I don't care who wins. Somebody on both teams get posterized. Well, in game 1, I said I want to see a good game. I said I wanted to see a fun game, intense game. And for a while, I did not think we were going to see that. And then the Knicks come back storming down 20 and they win on the road. That was a gutsy win. They said it was the first time in NBA history that all 4 road teams won game 1 in the second round of the playoffs, which is pretty impressive, honestly. Like, that's a tough thing to do. And they were all like crazy games. Like, every game in these playoffs have been down to the wire, just wild finishes. Now, in terms of the injury reports, the Boston Celtics obviously dealing with a couple interesting storylines. They talked to Joe Mazzulla before the game. They had Porzingis listed as probable, and he was at the shoot-around today. He's got an illness, but it's I don't know. It's like stemming from, I think, his old illness that he had a couple months ago. He had like a really scary illness. I don't know exactly if there's a correlation there, but Porzingis has been sick and there's something weird going on with him, man. So I hope he's okay. Sam Hauser was listed as doubtful. I don't think he will play tonight. He had that ankle injury in game 1. So yeah, I don't think Hauser will play. Porzingis, he might be an in and out type of thing, but it seems like he's going to try to give it a go. And that means we'll probably see more of Luke Cornett tonight. We'll probably see more of, actually, I don't know, maybe Torrey Craig, maybe? Who else? I mean, obviously Pritchard's going to get a ton of minutes, but Luke Cornett, maybe Baylor Shireman. Could Shireman get some crack? Probably not. Probably Torrey Craig, if anything. But yeah. So let's talk about our final predictions, man. Shout out to Busy Bee in the chat. Says like the show, comment, and subscribe. We need everybody to hit those thumbs up. That way we can get more people in the live chat. What is our final score predictions for tonight's game? What is your final score prediction tonight? Will the Celtics avenge themselves from game 1? Will they bounce back? Will Jason Tatum not get tunnel vision tonight? And will the Celtics come out victorious? What is your guys' thoughts on that? In game 1, after it ended, I said the Celtics are not going to miss 45 threes again. I truly believe that. I think it was one of those just weird instances, which again, these playoffs have been filled with those kind of games, but the Celtics learned from that. Jason Tatum probably went back and watched the film the day after and was like, what the heck was I even thinking? I said this during game 1, but I really feel like the Celtics get bored sometimes with how good they're doing. And honestly, I kind of just think like the Celtics just got out of rhythm a little bit. So yeah, that's how I feel about this. I don't think they'll do it again. Originally, I said Celtics in 5. Then it looked like they were going to sweep them with how they started last game, but I'm going to stick to my prediction. And I think the Celtics are going to bounce back tonight. And I think the Celtics are going to get a handily win here in game 2. So I'm going to go Celtics with a pretty decent win. I know, again, hasn't been the theme of these playoffs. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. But I'm going to say the Celtics go crazy shooting tonight, and I think they're going to win like 121 to 104. I'm going to say 121-104. Celtics get a big-time statement win, and they bounce back. And they probably hit like 23 or 25 threes. So that's my take. The Celtics have to win this game. I do think this is a must-win game. You definitely don't want to go to New York down 2-0. I just think given the experience, given the way that they lost game 1, I don't see them doing it again. As for the Knicks, I feel like they also can play way better than they did. Like I said, the Knicks are just trying to make it to the fourth quarter and stay within range. If the Knicks are looking at this game saying, hey, we can afford to lose this, they're in the wrong mindset. I think the Knicks need to go in here approaching this like, yo, if we win this game, we're winning the series. But like I said, I think the Celtics had a lot of good looks in game 1. They just didn't convert. And they just can't let Jason Tatum go 0 for 7 in the fourth quarter. Busy B says, I snickered a bit seeing the Celtics lose on their home floor. It was crazy. That was a crazy loss, to be honest. Let's see. Shaheem says, all 4 teams lose on their floor has to be record. Yeah, it was. It was the first time that ever happened in the second round in game 1. Shaheem says, I got the Warriors winning it all. Yeah, that's the sucky part, man. The Warriors were my dark horse going into the playoffs. And they just ruled today that Steph Curry is out for at least a week with a hamstring strain. Now, Jimmy Butler's going to have to elevate and become playoff Jimmy. I think he can do that, but I don't know. I picked the Warriors in 7. I don't know about that series, to be honest. I hate that there's injuries happening. I want everybody to stay healthy. Cavs are dealing with injuries. They seem kind of cooked right now. Knicks have won 4 straight playoff road games, tying a franchise record. So there you go. Let's see. Banch says Celtics 122-103. Busy B 107-102. Shaheem says 106-105. Clint says 121-113. Celtics live and die with the 3. I agree. So what did I say? 121-104 is what I said. I think I said 121-104. Celtics had 45 missed three-pointers in game 1. And they had 60 three-point attempts, which were NBA records. That's how they play, though. They live or die. Just chucking 3 after 3. They're going to hit more tonight. So I'm going to say the Celtics get a pretty good convincing win. Now, let's see if there's Porzingis right here. Let's see, is he starting? So Hauser is in street clothes. He will not play, but Porzingis does have a jersey. However, he will not start. For the Knicks, it'll be Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns. And for the Celtics, it'll be Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, but Grandpa Al Horford at the 5. So Porzingis will come off the bench tonight. And we'll see what happens here as we get underway. Celtics with the green jerseys, Knicks rocking the white jerseys. We'll get everything going here on the box score. Ladies and gentlemen, please like the show, subscribe to the channel. We're streaming as many playoff games as we can, and we're trying to give you all the coverage that we can. I need you guys to keep me going energy-wise, man. Like I said, we've been streaming every night. I'm not used to streaming every game, so I need you guys to keep the energy up in the chat, and we'll keep it going. We'll get our scoreboard up here in just a second. I know we're a little bit behind with the delays. Like I said, we're still working on that, trying to make that process better. Let's see. Get our other scoreboard up here. Knicks have it first after winning the tip. Hart going to turn, spin, find Anunoby. Anunoby step back three. What a shot. What a shot by OG Anunoby. He was big in game one. There's Drew Holiday under the rim. He goes up with the left hand. Got it to fall. Drew Holiday puts up the first points for Boston. Bridges goes up. He can't knock down the layup. There's a miss by Boston. They get their own board. Tatum going to find Holiday. Holiday from the wing. He can't get it to go. Picked up by Derek White. Here's Horford on the third attempt. Grandpa Al can't get it to go either. Here come the New York Knicks. Bridges driving down the floor. Lost it off his foot. It's out of bounds. Going back to Boston. Let's go, chat. Welcome on in. Shout out to the members and the mods. Let's go. I want to see you guys getting hype up here in the chat. Here's Tatum around the screen. Kicks it. Brown for three. That one's off the mark. Picked up by New York. Brunson with the rock. 2 minutes into this game. Here is Brunson. Brunson guarded by D. White. He's going to drive, turn, spin. Brunson puts it up, and that one off the mark. Slow start offensively. Derek White down the alleyway. He goes up fighting through the defense. Can't get it to go. Cat pulls in the board. Before game one, I said Karl-Anthony Towns will be the most important person in this series. If he can be Cat, as Bridges is going to fade away at two, doesn't go. If Cat can be Cat, be a big body in some ways, knock down his shots, stay out of foul trouble, and just be an above-average defender, better than he usually is, I think the Knicks will benefit a lot. Anunoby takes one away. Here's Anunoby driving all the way up with the left. He missed it. Picked up by Boston, and here we go. Tatum finds Derek White. White off the dribble, back to Tatum. Tatum wide open. The trifecta does not go. Here come the New York Knicks. Brunson guarded by Tatum. 3 minutes into this first quarter. Jalen Brunson crossing over, working against Horford. Brunson trying to operate that mid-range game. He turns, stops on a pivot. Nice D by Horford. Here is Bridges into Towns. 5 on the shot clock and a foul on Jason Tatum. Tatum arguing, did not like the call. He thought Cat had his arm locked. So Tatum having some discussions. Sixer Nation, I know I shouldn't even ask this question, but who do we want to win this game? Cat fades away, no good. So it is 3-2 as we are 8:40 here in the first quarter. Holiday pushed off of Brunson, had a wide open layup, and the Celtics going to take their first lead of the game at 4-3. Here's Bridges up at the top. He's guarded by Derek White. One bounce over to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Drew Holiday. 10 on the shot clock. Brunson stops on a dime, crosses over, steps back. Brunson for three. That does not fall. And the Celtics down the floor again. Drew Holiday was cherry picking, and he was fouled by Jalen Brunson. So Drew Holiday going to the stripe. Maybe. Was it a shooting foul? Actually might not be. Might not be. Let's see. Now they're going to the review table. I don't know what they're reviewing. Let's see this again. Was it a clear path foul? I might be looking at a clear path. We got Merksy in the chat. What's up, Merksy? Long time no see, man. RB's neighbor in the chat. What's up, RB's neighbor? We got to piss you off tonight, but to do that, we need to get to 100 likes. Come on now. These playoffs have really been low scoring so far. Sixers got to get back next season. I agree. I'll tell you what, though, if they were in these playoffs, they would have some devastating losses. So they're not going to call it anything other than a common foul. But yeah, if the Sixers were in these playoffs, man, this would be a devastating playoffs, I just feel like. But yeah, I hope the Sixers return next season. For all my Sixers fans, we dropped the video today talking about some Sixers news. Check that out. We'll have the draft lottery stream on Monday night at 7 p.m. Wait, so now Drew Holiday's going to the line. So they did call it a clear path foul? Now the Knicks have 0 points on the board. What is going on? Why do the Knicks have 0 points? Am I missing something? What am I missing here? I'm so confused, guys. Can somebody tell me what's going on here? Why do the Knicks have 0 points? And there's Jaylen Brown against Jalen Brunson. Can't get that to drop. Contested. Nice defense by Brunson. Anunoby going to find Brunson. Nice defense by Brown right up in his grill. Anunoby gets it back. Here's Josh Hart for three. That one is short. Picked up by Boston, and here they come. Holiday driving down the lane, turns, spins, kicks it back to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Anunoby. Tatum crossing over. Tatum going to turn, half spin. Tatum, Horford. Horford drives in, floats it up, missed it, and then puts it back himself. So for now, it's 7-0, even though the Knicks should have 3 points. I like how they're just like taking points away. Here's Cat in the post. He's doubled. He goes up. Got it off the window. 7-2. I'm waiting to see if they put these points back on. Am I confused here? Derek White, the floater. He got it to drop. It is 9-2. Jalen Brunson going to find Mikal Bridges. Now Anunoby. Anunoby coming around his screen. Anunoby dribbling, driving. He turns, spins, one bounce. Brunson turns, mid-range. Can't get it. Cat, the board. He taps it in. What is going on, man? Jerry Mann says OG basket did not count. Why did it not count? Shot clock violation? Really? So that's what they were looking at. I didn't see the shot clock, but dang. That was a shot clock violation. Okay. Brown turns, goes up, got it, and one. Jaylen Brown fouled by Joshua Hart. He's going to the line for one more, and the Celtics are on fire. Jaylen Brown is waking up. He said, I'm not going to settle, man. I'm ready to rock and roll. He's ready to go, man. He's ready to go. But yeah, Celtics are going to keep playing the same game, man. They're just going to keep chucking up 3 after 3 after 3. Clint says, great vid. Thank you, man. Yeah, check out the videos for sure, guys. Be sure to turn on notifications as well. Let's see. Busy Bee says, can't even hide the bias. Yeah. I mean, hey, I ain't mad at it. But like I said, I don't want either of these teams to win. I'm just calling the game as unbiased as I can. I'm here just doing my thing. I feel like both teams are playing quick right now, but the Knicks can't hit any shots, and the Celtics just started to get going thanks to Jaylen Brown. Drew Holiday with 5 points early. Shout out to RB's neighbor in the chat. Appreciate it. Busy Bee says the game does not start until the fourth quarter. That's a good point. That's a good point. They say it's a game of runs, but Honestly, it's true. Like all these games right now, team will be up by 20 points and then out of nowhere, the other team just comes back and they just go crazy. So I agree with that. Game does not start until the fourth quarter for sure. Guys, let me know what you want to see in the chat. Do you want me to keep streaming these Knicks Celtics games? Do you want me to keep streaming the Warriors Timberwolves games? Let me know. Let me know. We had a great turnout last night for Warriors Timberwolves. Unfortunately, Steph Curry will be out for a week. So Warriors might be in trouble. Might be in trouble. Is it actually 11-4? Yeah, apparently, according to the chat, they took away OG's 3-ball because they said it was a shot clock violation. And I guess they didn't see that until later on. But it's definitely interesting. No doubt. Guys, if you have not yet, man, like I said, follow us on all platforms. That really does help us grow out this brand. Technically, it's the off season right now. And, last off season, I had so much content to make about the Sixers because, they were in the process of signing a big star like Paul George. They were recreating the whole roster. There was a lot going on, so there was a lot to do. This off season, there's not really that much right now to talk about. If the Sixers get their top 6 draft pick, then we're going to be making a ton of draft content starting next week. Obviously, we'll talk about some second round draft picks and stuff, but especially in these off-season times, it's, really helpful when you guys support us. All of our content, we got it going out on everything, every day. We got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. So, yeah, man, we're going to keep pumping it out. Hopefully next season will be much better. But even if you're not a Sixers fan, say you're a Knicks or a Celtics or whatever fan, feel free to tap in, man. We have people from all fan bases that support this channel, and I appreciate it. I know the Sixers are not that fun right now, but hopefully the fortunes start to change on Monday night. The free throw was missed by Jaylen Brown. Brunson threw it to Anunoby, who could not knock down the 3 after his first one was stripped away. Here's Derek White, going to one bounce to Jaylen Brown. Brown turning, spinning against Hart. He goes up and got it to go. Little 5-foot turnaround. Jaylen Brown came to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I think he was 0 for 9 in game 1 from long range, so that was really just an uncharacteristic struggle. Here's Mikal Bridges coming around the screen. He's going to put up the mid-range. That one is short. Picked up by Boston. They're out. They're running. Tatum has it. Stops on a dime. Cornette and Pritchard in for the first time. Derek White for 3, and that one goes. The Celtics lead it 16-4, and they have come out red hot here in the first half of the first quarter. Brunson around his screen. He puts one up. Can't get it to go. Picked up by Boston again. Tatum up the floor. Pritchard, another 3. That one's off. This is what the Knicks have been doing, though. They come out and they start slow. Then they usually try to keep it within reach before the fourth quarter. Here's Anunoby driving downhill. He muscles Pritchard out of the way. Hart tries to find Bridges. He does. Bridges the drive through 2 defenders. Missed the reverse. And here come the Boston Celtics. Derek White up the floor. He finds a cutting Brown. Brown tried to posterize Brunson. He threw it off the front of the rim. Brunson took a charge. That was a scary play, but it almost turned into a poster. That would have been heroic. Brunson takes the charge. That is dangerous. Jaylen Brown almost went high flying into another universe. He almost jumped over him. Looked like his groin hit Brunson in the face and knocked him over. That's crazy. Anyway, it's 16-4. The Knicks only have 4 points in 8 minutes. Here's the alley-oop. Mitchell Robinson in the first time. He missed it and then missed the tap-in. Here come the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard drives downhill against Bridges. Now takes it back out to the wing. Brown swings it up to White. Cornette going to roll back door. Here's Derek White around his screen. Derek White going to drive. Dumps it. Cornette goes up. Missed the layup. So it looks like Kristaps Porzingis, at least for now, will not be playing. Kornet was the first sub. Here's Josh Hart for 3, and he drains it. Desperately needed. The Knicks were 2 for 16 before that shot. They're now 3 for 17, and that is their first 3 of the game. Derek White up at the top. He's guarded by Mikal Bridges. Coming around a screen, now takes it back up. Tatum going to set and pop. Here's Tatum around a Kornet screen. Celtics trying to get these pick and roll mismatches, and Tatum going to miss the layup with the left hand. The Knicks need to try to get the Celtics to play iso ball, and the Celtics are trying to just get good pick and pop opportunities. Speaking of which, Anunoby dumps it down to Robinson on the pick and roll, and Robinson going to slam one down for his first points of the evening. Rolla says, RB, how the heck can we get rid of Joel? Well, unfortunately, Rolla, I don't think we can. Not that I'm saying Joel won't come back to health and all that, but Derek White cashes in another trifecta. I'm saying unfortunately because if Joel is not healthy next season, I really do not see a way out of that contract because of the length and the average annual value. Unless he has a medical retirement. Here's Tatum, pokes it away from Brunson, driving against 2. Tatum goes up, missed the layup. Pritchard tried to put it back, could not. Pritchard knocked out of bounds, but they're going to say it's a foul on Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges did not like that call. The Celtics lead it by 10. 2:39 to go here in the first quarter. Tatum is beefing with the ref. He thought he was hacked. And that's where we're at. Rolla says Celtics missed 6 billion threes in the first game and only lost by 3. That's what I'm saying, Rolla. And as hype as the Knicks fans were getting, I don't know if you guys saw the clip on Twitter where the Knicks fans were outside of TD Garden, the ones that were there, and they were acting like they had just won the finals. But if I'm the New York Knicks, I don't feel that confident after game 1 because it took everything and more for them to win that game, granted in overtime. And the Celtics had a very uncharacteristic shooting night. So, I mean, like I said, they missed the most 3-pointers in a game in NBA history. So, I don't think the Knicks should feel that confident. And once again, we're seeing it here to start this game. The Knicks are just not that effective on offense. And that's where we're at. TMB, what's going on? Don Boyle, what's up, my guy? Estelle says Kornet stinks. Watch Sixers trade for him. I got to give Luke Kornet some props. I used to call him a glorified LA Fitness player, just like I've called Pat Spencer last night. But Kornet has gotten better. He's still not good, but he's gotten better. He's not a glorified LA Fitness player. He's now a, what's that other one? Giant Fitness. He's a Giant Fitness player. Oh, man. Clyde B in the chat. What's going on, Clyde B? We got 38 people in the chat, 36 likes. That means we are being effective. You guys are crushing it right now, man. Last game, all the Knicks fans flooded in here at the end. Surprised we don't have more of the Knicks and Celtics fans in here, but hey, man, we got to keep pumping that like button so we can get more of them in here. There's probably like 1 million channels broadcasting this game anyway. Nonetheless, man, you guys are the best. It is pretty funny, all the shadow watchers in here, though. I'm like, what are they, on a run or something? Driving? But, hey, it's all good, man. You don't have to comment. It's not a requirement. Definitely makes it more fun, but Merksy says, take your shirt off, RB. That will draw in the crowds. Hey, it might, man, but I can't give a free show. You know what I mean? Can't give a free show out here. But nah, last night we had a great crowd in here. We had a great crowd in here last night. Over 50,000 people tapped in last night. Game before that, we had over 73,000 people in here. Like I said, man, I'm here to just give you all the content. Here's Jaylen Brown around the screen. Jaylen Brown going to turn, spin, one bounce. Porzingis has no time left, and he let the clock run out. So Kristaps Porzingis inserts himself for the first time with a shot clock violation. Third sub off the bench, Porzingis. Maybe he's a little bit cloudy in the head right now. Maybe he's not feeling the best. Who knows? Who knows? Busy B says the Knicks fans are hiding. Yeah, that's what they always do. I'm telling you, Busy B, they literally came in here at the end of the game last game with 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They all were in here just watching and hiding the whole game. Pritchard going to cross over, drive now, take it back up to the wing. Guarded by Robinson. He's got the switch. 14 on the shot clock. 2 minutes to go in the first. Pritchard, the step back three. That's short. Holiday gets the board. Pritchard, another opportunity for three. He got it. So are the Boston Celtics a better three-point shooting team than the Warriors were? Like, honestly, I know there's a bunch of 50-year-old dads around the country right now, like, pissed off at the TV that the Celtics shoot 50 to 63s a game. Brunson drives and kicks. Hart from the corner. He can't get it to fall. Jaylen Brown working against Robinson. I mean, again, the Celtics did win the finals last year, and they're even more of a three-point shooting team now. Like, is that the way to build a team? You just get 5 3-point snipers? Hart going to swing it out. McBride wide open in the corner. He can't get it to fall. The Knicks get the rebound, though, and Robinson spins his way into a dunk. Clyde says, how do you not have 100K followers? I don't know, man. I wish I knew the answer to that question. I've been dropping content, live streaming videos for 5 years now, man. I wish we had 100K. I really want to get that plaque one day. I think that would be a really cool achievement for all of us. That'd be crazy. Jaylen Brown coming around the screen. He's going to stop on a dime. Jaylen Brown puts it up and got it to go again. Jaylen Brown is cooking, ladies and gentlemen. He came to play tonight. Miles McBride, Robinson, McBride. Guarded by Pritchard. Here's Jalen Brunson. 25 seconds to go in quarter number one. It's a 13-point lead. Brunson around his screen. He's working against Porzingis. He dribbles. He drives. Under the basket. Turns. Spins. Reverse layup. Got it to go. Jalen Brunson finally makes his imprint. First bucket for Brunson. Tell you what, Brunson has started off really cold in some of these games. Jaylen Brown stopped by 2 and he's fouled. Had a foul to give, I believe. Busy says when they make a run, they'll come out of the woodworks. Exactly. Exactly. They'll come in here in the fourth quarter. But if they lose, they won't. Tombstone, what's going on, man? TMB says people don't hit the like button enough. I agree. Estelle says Arby's going to start posting on OnlyFans. Nah, I can't do it, man. You'd be crazy. You'd be surprised some of these crazy emails I get once in a while. Knicks haven't been in the finals for 50 years, says Clyde. Exactly, and they're not going to make it again. Horford for 3, off the mark. Picked up by the Knicks. Bridges full court heave, and it comes up short. So a lousy first quarter for the Knicks. They were ice cold in that first quarter. 13 points. The Celtics dropped 24, and they go 3 for 10 from long range. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the NBA Playoff Game Day live show where I give you the live play-by-play and reactions. Break it all down for these playoff games. Guys, can we get a spin the wheel in the chat? Can we get a spin the wheel going in the chat? We are 3 for 3. We're going to see if I can make it 4 for 4 here tonight. As we see, the NBA Draft Lottery is 4 days and 23 hours away. Monday night, 7 p.m. is when the Draft Lottery will be held. I don't know why they're making it at night, but we will be here live reacting to that. We've gotten 3 in a row. Can we make it 4? Can we make it 4? Let's go. Hold on. Let's hit the air horn, man. Let's go. All right, man. Come on. Let's go. Time to spin that wheel. Oh. Broke the curse, man. Broke the curse, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this would be the worst possible outcome on Monday night. If this happens on Monday night, I might get banned off of YouTube. I'm not even joking. Like, if you're not going to let the Sixers get in the top 6, just make them like number 10. It can't be number 7. It cannot be number 7. Please no. Maybe we'll spin it later in the chat if we can get it up to like 200 likes, but that hurt. That one hurt my soul. Guys, what are you going to do? What's your reaction going to be if the Sixers get the 7th overall pick and it goes to Oklahoma City? What will your reaction be? Like, what will your main thought be? I want to know. I don't know what I'll do, but I will not be happy. Anyway, man, Sixers have a 63.9% chance of keeping their pick, 36.1% chance of losing it. So we'll see what happens, man. OKC can have 7 if it's a Knicks versus Nuggets finals. Definitely not. No. The Thunder cannot have the pick. No way. Busy says we can't have it. Spin it again. Yeah, we might have to spin it again later on. 200 likes and we'll spin it again. Here's the start of the second quarter, 24-13. Tatum with the rock, guarded by Bridges, 3 on the shot clock. He turns, spins, puts it up, and can't get it to go. Here's Cameron Payne in for the first time for New York. Karl-Anthony Towns going to drive the lane, puts one up and missed it. Rolled right off, picked up by Boston. The Knicks can't buy a bucket right now. Like I said, though, they can get hot out of nowhere. This is what they did last game. This is how the Knicks looked last game. Tatum drives the baseline and throws down the flush. 26-13. Busy says, I might have to storm the arena. Rolla says, my reaction will be go Birds. Benches, I'll run on Legos. Ouch. That is not a good feeling. Cat going to put up the hook shot and got the bounce off the back iron, off the front rim and in. 26-15 is the score. 41 likes in the chat. Let's go. Keep hitting that thumbs up button. I'll feel worse than this past Sixers season. Main thought, crap. Silver should grow balls and punish the Sixers for tanking this time. Take away the pick. What is wrong with you, man? Danny Duds. Oh, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. A Daniel Jones fan. If anybody should be punished, it should be the New York Giants for having the worst season in professional sports history. And by the way, Saquon's a Super Bowl champion, just so you don't forget that. Jason Tatum coming around the screen. He switches on to Robinson, dumps it down to Porzingis, off the fingertips and out of bounds. If you guys want my honest thoughts, though, like I really do feel like the Sixers are going to get a top 3 pick. I feel like the Sixers are going to get a top 3 pick. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's how I feel. Karl-Anthony Towns bullying his way to the rim, goes up again, got it, and won again. This is what the Knicks are going to need out of Karl-Anthony Towns. They need him to play like a big sometimes. That's how you fight through contact and put one through. That's how you do it. That would be the ultimate spit in the face. It really would. That would cap off probably the worst Sixers season ever. If they get the 7th pick, that would be absolutely devastating. Free throw going to be good, and one is converted, and it is only a 7-point game now. Our tank would be for nothing. Eugene's is extremely frustrated. Pritchard finds Horford. Horford for 3. That one does not go. Porzingis in with Horford. Double bigs. Here's Pritchard. Wants another stab at it. Can't get it to go. Horford tried to track it down and could not. Out of bounds. Back to the New York Knicks. Eugene says, I'm praying we get a top 3 pick. Did you see the Cowboys trade? Thoughts? I dropped the Eagles video today. I talked about it. I don't think it moves the needle for the Cowboys. But Dallas Goedert coming back? Oh, yeah, the Birds are ready for another run. Cat drives the lane again, and Cat with, 8 consecutive points? Cat with 8 consecutive points now? He is cooking right now. Cat's doing his thing. He has 12 out of 21 for the Knicks. Tatum going to drive downhill, steps back. Tatum, no good. Campaign wants a stab at a 3. That one does not fall. Busy says, I have a dream we had the 2nd pick. That would be amazing. Who would you guys take with the 2nd pick, though? I actually did a show about this on Bleacher Report last week. I don't think the Sixers should take a guard if they get the 2nd pick. I think there's too many guards on the roster, and you're going to eventually have to pay all of them. I just don't think it'll work. I would take a forward or maybe a big. Like, I understand drafting best talent available in the top 6 or top 5, but you just have too many guards on the roster. Teacher says, Celtics pissing me off. TMB says, finally Cat shows up. Porzingis is a limited play. Yeah, he doesn't look right. I will say that. Now he goes off to the bench. Cat's pointing at something on the floor. I hate Knicks fans. I would take them over the Celtics plus Nova Knicks. Look, as much as I like the Nova Knicks, like the players, because I'm a Nova fan, I do not want to see the Knicks win. I'm sorry. I've already accepted that the Celtics won last year. They're a really good franchise right now. I don't want to see the Knicks. We will never hear the end of it. Celtics going to win the tip-off. It's a 5-point game. Pritchard in the corner this time. Missed it again. Dude, are the Celtics just going to take... they might take 83s tonight. When's the last time the Celtics drove into the paint? Other than that Tatum dunk. And now Cat getting physical again. This time he's going to draw a foul off of Jaylen Brown. Jim says, what up, RB? You're good at calling games. Doesn't even matter the teams. You have serious knowledge of sports. Good job, man. Been watching for years. You're always on point. Jim, thanks, man. Thanks for the kind words, man. Those are the types of comments that keep me going. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. John says, are the Celtics frauds? Nah, I don't think so. Once they get cooking here, once they start making these shots, I don't think the Knicks will be able to keep up. What do you guys think about the game tonight, though? Do you think the Thunder will bounce back? I mean, all signs point to them getting a big win tonight. But, man, the way they choked in game 1, that was really interesting. And as much as I hate to give Jokic credit, he is playing out of his mind right now. Not only that, he's like coaching the team at the same time. Like in game 1 for the Nuggets, at the end of the game, they showed this thing where Jokic is on the sideline. Their new coach isn't even saying anything, and Jokic is like about to slam a clipboard. I'm like, dude, is this guy a player coach now? He's playing out of his mind. I don't think they have enough to beat them in the series, but they're going to make it interesting. Cat blocked this time under the rim, and here come the Celtics. Tatum up the floor to Brown, the corner. Wide open Derek White for 3. He missed it that time. Cornette was fouled on the board. What is up with Boston, man? They can't seem to make a wide open shot. Busy says Knicks fans are insufferable. Harper probably. Estelle says Sixers need a power forward. Clint says Ace Bailey. Eugene says Ace Bailey. Habib, what's up? Teacher says RB. I think Trey Johnson should be our guy. He's automatic from long range. Yeah, I'm going to start dropping some prospect videos next week, so be on the lookout for that. I dropped the Sixers news dump video today. Check that out. Finally going to have more content after next week. Hopefully they get this pick, man. They need it. Cornette puts one up and in. Like, it's really not every day that you get a chance to draft a win-now impact player, and the Sixers could have a chance. Hart, the turnaround hook, and the Knicks are staying right here with the Celtics. Knicks are staying right in line with Boston. Here's Jaylen Brown. He turns, kicks it out. Derek White couldn't get the pass, almost fell backcourt. Tatum getting harassed by Campaign, 10 on the shot clock. Tatum crosses over, now back. He drives down the lane, dumps it to Cornette. Cornette, Holiday, through two defenders. He lost it. Whose ball is it? They're going to say Knicks basketball. I don't know, man. The Celtics, they might have to actually drive into the paint once or twice. Busy says, I think they'll bounce back. Habib says, Indy will sweep. Yeah, I mean, Indy's been impressive. They've been impressive. Cat floats one up, and that one is overshot, picked up by Boston. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown against Mikal Bridges. Drives through two, goes up. Tough finish for Jaylen Brown. It's a 7-point lead. 30-23. Timeout, Tom Thibodeau. 5 minutes into this second quarter, it's 30-23. Jaylen Brown leading away. 40 plus in the chat. Do me a favor, like the show, subscribe to the channel. Welcome on in, man. Eugene says we desperately need rebounding. We do, man, for sure. Estelle says the only reason I want the Celtics to win is because the Knicks have no chance to beat Cleveland or Indiana. So you want the Celtics to get to the finals then, I guess? If OKC can bounce back, I mean, I think OKC has a really good shot. The only way the Sixers season could get worse is if OKC wins it all and then they get the number 7 pick from the Sixers. But we'll see. I really do think Ace Bailey would be a great fit, though, in the Sixers, man. A lot of people don't like Ace Bailey. They don't think he's ready. And look, I understand that maybe Ace Bailey is not ready. Like, maybe Ace Bailey is a couple years out from being an impact player. But when you think about the fit, like I said, I don't want to say too much. I'll save it for my draft breakdown videos. Also, I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. I was thinking about this a little bit earlier. I actually just remembered it. Would anybody actually be interested in seeing like my draft prospect breakdowns, like my actual notes and stuff? I was thinking about maybe making it like a channel member thing, like where I would like share my documents with you guys, like if you want more notes and stuff, or like, I don't know. I was just thinking about that because I got the inspiration from this one guy that I follow, and he kind of like shares his draft stuff. So I was thinking about doing that, but this is a thought I had. I'll probably end up making a weekly big board. Yeah, I'm going to put out a big board every week with my updated, like, I mean, again, it depends on where the Sixers get their pick, but let's say they get a top 6. Like, I think I'll put out a big board every week on all of the social platforms like IG, Twitter, etc. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have a ton of notes that maybe I could share with you guys. I'm trying to figure out more ways to keep people engaged. Like I said, a lot of the Sixers fans are just so turned off with this team right now, and it's been tough to really engage with any of them, you know? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Ban says yes. Busy Bee says yes, that would be dope. Jim says definitely should do that with the draft stuff. Teacher says, RB, who do you like in the second round? Still working on second round players. Haven't got to much yet, but been scouting a few. I'll drop some videos soon. We'll talk about that. All right, here we go, man. 7-point game, 7 minutes to go here in the second. Towns going to find Hart. Hart one bounce to Brunson. Brunson turns, drives, mid-range, bounces in and out. Jaylen Brown working against Josh Hart. He crosses over, drives. Brown goes up, floats it up and in, tapped back in with the left. Josh Hart guarded by Luke Cornett. Hart at the top. Hart going to hand it off to Brunson. 6:30 to go in the second quarter. Brunson going to dribble. He drives, kicks it back to Bridges. Bridges not good offensively in game one, but defensively stepped it up in the second half. He missed it, and Towns with the putback. So Towns has been the anchor tonight for New York. He's got 14 out of the 25 points. Jaylen Brown misses a quick three, and a turnover by Towns. Threw it away. A lot of these playoff games have been low scoring. A lot of these playoff games have been very low scoring. There's Derek White going to cross over, drive downhill, dumps it, and Cornett going to slam one down. It's a 9-point lead for Boston. Halfway through the second quarter now, 34-25, Brunson the Rock. He's going to run the pick and roll with Hart. He floats one up and got it to go. Beeline to the rim. Full head of steam. Derek White guarded by Jalen Brunson. White going to find Tatum. Tatum guarded by Towns. He jabs. Now crosses to the right. Steps back. Tatum the J. Can't get it to go. Picked up by New York. 5:30 to go here in the second quarter. Hart going downhill. He finds Brunson in the corner. Brunson against Derek White. The spin, the little push off, jumps into the foul, and they don't call it. Surprised they didn't blow the whistle there. Here's Derek White. Quick three in transition. That one rolls off. Celtics are going to have to kind of adjust this game plan, and now they steal back, just as I say it, Holiday a three, and he missed that one. Brown, Holiday back to Brown. Here's another wide open three. Third time the charm. It is. It is. Third time is the charm. One thing's for sure, the Celtics are not afraid of three-pointers, man. Celtics are not afraid of threes. Anunoby a triple, and he's going to answer on the other end. So the Celtics are 4 for 18 from three. Knicks are 2 for 10. Here's Jaylen Brown, the cross, the drive, the spin. He puts up the mid-range, got it, and one. Jaylen Brown fouled, and he's going back to the free throw line for another. Charlie, what's up, man? Welcome into the show. Rolla says it's a good time for the Sixers to stink. Nobody's beating the Celtics for the next couple years. I was actually just reading an article yesterday. They were saying the Celtics might have to end up trading a piece or two because of their tax bill estimated for next year. Don't know if they'll do it. I mean, again, they're going to face a lot of penalties eventually. We talked about this in game one, but they're paying a lot of money to these guys. Brown going to knock down the free throw. They lead it by 10. Knowing the Celtics, though, they'll probably flip one of their pieces for an even better piece. They'll probably fleece the other team. And just that's what the Celtics have done. The Porzingis trade, the Holiday trade, the Derek White trade, that's what they do. Here's a three ball from the Knicks, and that one's airballed way over. Shot picked up by Boston. Here comes Derek White. White down the floor, finds Tatum. Tatum at the top, guarded by OG Anunoby. 4 minutes to go in this first half. Tatum around a screen. He's going to cross down into the lane. Kicks it back. Jaylen Brown, does he have another? No, he does not. A lot of air balls. All the playoff teams have a former Sixer. Do they? Charlie says, awesome commentary. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. Here's Jalen Brunson, tried to throw it to Anunoby, and Anunoby moved off the spot too quick. Turned over by Brunson. He throws it out of bounds. It's going back to Boston. Boston only up by 10 right now. Feels like they should be up more with the way the Knicks are playing, but again, the Celtics can't seem to get going from long range. Could they actually stay cold for a couple games? Jaylen Brown going one-on-one again, fighting against Brunson, throws it out. Derek White thinks about a three, off-balance shot, and they do give him the foul. Was it on the shot? Was it on the shot? Oh, actually, I guess Jaylen Brown's the one that elbowed Brunson. Wait, what? Okay, no, they did call the foul on the shot. I thought they got Brown for the elbow. So I guess there's going to be 3 for Derek White. Okay. Busy Bee says Joe doesn't plan on making adjustments. Yeah, his adjustment is start making your threes. Or a good organization like the Eagles, they always figure it out. That's true. That's true. Yo, how much can the Sixers pay to get Howie Roseman to run the Sixers? They should offer Howie Roseman the biggest contract ever for a GM. I wonder if he would ever jump ship. Probably not. At least not for the next 5 years. Maybe they should pay him a consulting fee. Maybe they should pay him a consulting fee to come help Daryl Morey. I feel like Howie Roseman would get this team right in like 2 years. Karl-Anthony Towns at the top, guarded by Jaylen Brown. 13-point game after all 3 free throws. Anunoby dumps it. Hart in the paint. Kicks it back. Here's Anunoby. 7 on the shot clock. Anunoby step back, crossover. He finds Hart. 3 on the shot clock. Hart from the nail. Can't get it to go. Cornette the board. Drew Holiday down the lane. He finds Derek White wide open, and there we go. Celtics starting to get going now, 46-30. Looks like Josh Hart hit the hardwood. It's going to be a foul on Boston. Eugene says, RB, I hope we don't trade that 28 Clippers pick. Harden and Kawhi will be either old or gone. Eugene, that's a great point, man. That is the one pick that the Sixers should not trade under any circumstance. That is an unprotected first-round pick. The Sixers could have 2 first-round picks. Well, actually, they will have 2 first-round picks in 28, but they could have 2 really good first-round picks depending on how their season goes that year and how the Clippers are at that point. We need to hope that the Clippers are the worst team in the league in 2028. It's time to stack up on draft capital, man. Not trade it all for aging superstars. That era is past. And it's time to just, it's time to make some things happen. And you know what? As a GM, man, like I was just talking about Boston, you have to be able to finesse teams sometimes. One example that I was talking about on Twitter yesterday, and at the time I did say that the Sixers should go for James Harden because I felt it was the right fit with Joel Embiid. I didn't know how Halliburton and Maxey would fit, but looking back, I mean, you could have traded Ben Simmons and got Tyrese Halliburton and a couple others as well. I mean, that's a bad call by Daryl Morey. I know that Harden's his guy. And look, again, Harden and Embiid had a really good 2-man game. But Morey should have known better than anybody that James Harden quits when the bright lights come on. And Tyrese Halliburton, look at what he's doing right now in the playoffs, 2 years in a row. So, probably could have got some picks out of that trade too. I don't know, man. Arby, what do you usually do after the show? Depends. If it's late at night, like last night, I went to sleep, but I have the wind down period, you know, have the wind down period, maybe eat something, drink some tea, help the vocal cords out, kind of just chill and relax, watch some TV, go to sleep. Minnesota does not have a former Sixer. Sorry about that. Yeah, they don't. Jaden McDaniel was a former Sixer. No, he wasn't. It was actually his brother, Jalen. McDaniels, who's not in the league anymore. I think he's in the G League. I said this last night, though. I think the Timberwolves really are built well. I think the T-Wolves are built to win a championship other than Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is the liability. Only played 26 minutes last night because he's not a good matchup against Golden State. If the Timberwolves had kept karl-Anthony Towns, I think they'd be a finals team this year. By the way, Mikal Bridges is 0 for 6. Dude, Mikal Bridges, I stand on what I said last game. He is still one of the worst trades, at least in terms of what they gave up to get him. One of the worst trades. Trade with Nico Harrison, yeah. I mean, we already did that. Got Quentin Grimes for Caleb Martin. Hart going to knock down the first free throw, 46-31. And Josh Hart going to knock down the second one. 2 for 2 at the line. I don't know why I just randomly thought back to Doc Rivers and how he acts like him winning a championship with the Celtics is like the greatest thing since sliced bread with 4 Hall of Famers on the team. Jaylen Brown turns, fades away. That one is short and tapped out of bounds. Kind of reminds me of like Mike McCarthy with the Packers, only winning 1 Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers when he probably should have won 3. It's just funny, man. Here's OG Anunoby going to hand it off to Mikal Bridges. Bridges around his screen. He's going to sidestep, find Hart. Hart floats one up. Got it to go. As much as I hate Josh Hart right now, he's the perfect type of role player, man. Does everything. Can grab you 18 boards. Can give you 12 points. Defends well. Hard player. Derek White for 3. That one's off the mark. Yo, if the Celtics win the chip again, people are going to be pissed off, man. Celtics just shoot 63s a game. Mr. First 5 rounders, exactly. That's just a crazy trade, man. That's crazy misuse of draft capital. Jaylen Brown down the lane, turns, spins, fades. That one's short off the rim. Brunson up the floor. Anunoby wide open and throws down the tomahawk. It's a 10-point game. See, this is what the Knicks did last game. They're staying within reach. 10 points. And the Celtics are shooting like crap again. And they're still up by 10. Derek White around his screen. He's going to drive through contact. Lost it out of bounds. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if the Pacers made the finals at this point. Shout out to my guy TJ McConnell, man. RB, I went to the Kendrick Lamar concert. I was wearing a Giants shirt. Dude said I'm real brave wearing that, and I told him I'm an Eagles fan. Why were you wearing a Giants shirt? Drew Holiday fouled by Bridges and 1. Dude, Mikal Bridges is so bad right now. It's not even funny. Not even funny, man. Bridges looks so out of place. He stepped it up big in overtime in game 1, but he does not look good right now. Free throw is good, 49-36. 1:22 to go here in the second. Brunson at the top. Brunson going to find Bridges. Bridges guarded by Derek White. 1 minute to go. Can the Knicks answer back? Here's Bridges, the drive at the mid-range. Bridges, one bouncer to Brunson. Sidesteps, wide open three, and they do. Much needed shot by Jalen Brunson. If you guys have not yet, please like the stream and subscribe to the channel. We're halfway to 100. White to Tatum, and that one's thrown away. 47 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Here's Drew Holiday, 3 on the shot clock. He's going to drive with the left hand and fell to his knees. Lost the ball. Here come the Knicks. Brunson pushing it up the floor. Brunson takes it back out to the wing. 12 seconds separating game and shot clock. Brunson going to drive. He turns. He spins. Josh Hart at the top. Hart to Cat. Cat. Triple team. Dumps it to Hart. Wide open layup. Gets it to go. And bodies are falling as Cornette takes a tumble. 16 seconds to go here in the first half. 49-41. Time for one more for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, nice spin off of Hart. He drives, floats one up, and got the foul. 3.4 to go, and Jaylen Brown headed to the line for 2 more shots. He's had a big-time first half. What do the Bucks do with Dame? I don't know if they're going to be able to trade him now because he's injured. Not one Knicks fan interesting. Yeah, that's what they do, Busy. We know that. They only show up at the end of the game if they're winning. It's pretty funny. They're like the Harden fans. They just disappear into thin air. George, what's up, man? Welcome into the show. Brown going to knock down first one. Would Bob Myers actually think twice about taking the job? That's a good question, Rook. Would he? It's a relationship business, you know? He has the relationship with Josh Harris. I feel like he would. I feel like he'd be under consideration. Did you guys see my video earlier today? What did you think about Elton Brand denying the Hawks job? Elton Brand pulled his name out of the race. What did you guys think about that? Second free throw was missed. Cat full court heave. It's off the mark, and we have hit halftime. We have hit halftime. It is 50-41. Celtics have the lead, but certainly not their best performance. This game is mirroring the exact first game right now of halftime. Let's take a look at these halftime stats. Welcome in if you guys are new. This is the NBA Playoff Game Day live show. We're live streaming as many playoff games as we can. We give you the live coverage and breakdown. We give you the stats, all that, and more. Be sure to like the show and subscribe. We need 10 more subs to get to 42.7. Can we get it there tonight? Make sure to share this out. Follow us on all our platforms. Join our Discord and consider becoming a channel member. What do you guys think? Who's going to win this game? Who's going to win this game? Can the Knicks do it again in the fourth quarter? So anyway, the way that I feel right now about this game, Celtics are shooting 5 for 21 from 3, which is awful. Knicks are also shooting poorly, 3 for 13, a little bit less than the Celtics. Karl-Anthony Towns has been really good tonight, 14 and 10 boards at halftime. Jalen Brunson has been not that good tonight, 7 points on 3 for 10. And Mikal Bridges is over 6, once again not living up to what they need him to. Boston Celtics are playing their run and gun type of game. 21-3 attempts at halftime. They've only hit 5. They're up by 9 points. This is the exact way that the first game went. Celtics are shooting poorly. They have a decent lead at halftime, but the Knicks are still within reach. The Knicks want to do everything they can to get to the fourth quarter and have it within 10 points. So we'll see if they can do that and if they can make a comeback. But I don't know. The Celtics are just doing the same thing. Now, again, if Jason Tatum doesn't get tunnel vision here in this game, then maybe they'll be okay. Tatum has been awful tonight too. 1 for 7 at halftime, 2 points and 9 rebounds. Derek White is 14, and Jaylen Brown's been the MVP of the game. 17 points, 6 boards, 1 assist, and 2 steals. So again, it's been the Jaylen Brown, Derek White show. I've made my point clear about Jason Tatum. I actually put up a TikTok the other day talking about how he had that tunnel vision. And I just don't think that Tatum is doing enough. Now, he can't be a ball hog in the second half and just take away shots from Jaylen Brown and Derek White. He needs to realize that it's not his night. You know, he has to defer. He needs to delegate, defer to his other teammates. A lot of sloppy basketball in these playoffs so far. A lot of surprises, but a lot of low-scoring games, which is surprising. Those are my thoughts. Do I think the Celtics will win? Yes. I think Tatum is not going to go 0 for 7 in the fourth quarter this time. And I think that the Celtics are going to finally light it up a bit here in the second half. Like, I think they'll catch some fire. But who knows? Maybe the Knicks will do it again. If the Knicks somehow pull off a comeback win here, I mean, the Celtics can kiss it goodbye. I am surprised that the Celtics are shooting this poorly again. Like, usually if they have a bad game, they bounce back right after. But they're playing pretty poor right now. And they're still winning. Elton Brand wants to torment the Sixers more, says Busy B. PG and Embiid's contract will hold us back. Adler says Celtics. Teacher says if we get flagged, PG will be a solid fourth option. Busy says, I don't know Celtics, but they choked the last time. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm staying with the Celtics, though, in this game. If they can just get a little bit hot from the field, I mean, the thing is, the Celtics are executing the way that they want to execute. Like, they're finding open looks. Out of those 21 threes, I'd say like 10 of them have been wide open. They just can't seem to knock them down. The Celtics are playing the exact type of game that they want to play. The Knicks, on the other hand, only have one guy that's really producing tonight, and that's Karl-Anthony Towns. So if the Celtics can catch some fire, I mean, they're going to run away and not even look back. But that's my thoughts. That is my thoughts. Teacher says, I need the Celtics to win this series. Estelle says, close game, Celtics pull it out 107-101. Yeah, I don't think my prediction's going to hit. I had said 120, what did I say, 121? Yeah, I said 121-104. It is kind of nice, though, watching the playoffs and not having to stress our brains out. Like, I'm pretty calm, cool, and collected right now, man. To be honest. If the Celtics just hit, you know, what are they, 5 for 21? If they had just hit 9 threes in the first half, they'd be up by, 20 points or more. Like, I don't know. It's crazy stuff, man. Brunson only plays in the fourth. Exactly. And if the Celtics would just put him away, they have no chance. None at all. Maxey going to be comeback player of the year, says Habib. I have no doubts about Maxey. Maxey will be just fine, honestly. Maxey will be fine. Celtics have another gear they can tap into. Knicks will be running on E soon. That's true. Like I said, same thing happened in game one. I just think that the Celtics had a historically bad shooting night. But Knicks have shown this every game. You know, they get behind. They don't play well at first. So, see what happens, man. Josh Hart with 1 rebound is surprising. Guys, could the Pacers actually make the finals? Honest question. I mean, they're playing better than any of these teams. I wonder if these have been like some of the lowest scoring playoffs so far. Thunder have 2 great centers. Why would they want Embiid? Yeah, the Thunder are not making any moves for Joel Embiid. The Thunder also have like 15 draft picks in the next 4 years or 5 years. So Thunder can keep rocking with their crew. Like I said, this playoffs is going to tell us a lot about where these young teams stand. Can they get over the hill and beat some of these older, more experienced teams, kind of go against the tradition, right, of having to be in your prime and stuff like that? I talked about this in my video earlier today. I do think it's really funny that the 76ers, you know, got Paul George, but that might not even be the worst Paul George transaction. Like, people seem to forget that Paul George was traded from the Thunder to the Clippers and that the Clippers had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Clippers have never won a finals. That has to haunt that franchise. And the funniest reason is that SGA did not play with the Clippers because of Doc Rivers. In summary, Doc Rivers messes everything up. Doc Rivers messes everything up. Like, how you're so reluctant, you're so hesitant to play young players that you didn't play Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You think it's just a coincidence that this guy looks like an MVP? Even to start this past season, Nick Nurse did not play Jared McCain that much. I don't understand the mindset of let's not play young players. And you know what's really funny? And now I feel myself getting worked up because I'm thinking about just how miserable things can be ran within this organization. The Philadelphia Eagles, who I cover every single day. And I remember saying this in week 5. When Cooper DeJean, who didn't even have a training camp, came back from an injury, you know what Vic Fangio did? Vic Fangio's like 75 years old. Vic Fangio said, I'm going to start Quinyon Mitchell from day one, a first-round rookie, and I'm going to start Cooper DeJean, a second-round rookie, as soon as he's healthy. 2 rookies helped the Eagles tremendously, helped propel them to win the Super Bowl. I don't understand this mindset of we can't play young players because they're young. Especially nowadays with how these contracts work, with how the timing works, the window. You want to draft guys early and have them play on rookie contracts. So what is the point of drafting a stud and not playing him? I got to chill, man. I'm not trying to get myself worked up. I've been living pretty good, man. I've been living pretty good since the Sixers season ended. I'm not trying to get worked up, but I'm just thinking about this, and these are the thoughts that run through my head. Like, why? And you know what's funny? I remember in day 1 of training camp, even though Joel Embiid wasn't even suited up, he said Jared McCain was the most impressive player. So even your star player told you on day 1 of training camp that Jared McCain looks like the best player out there. And we all thought it was fabrication. Oh, he's just being nice to the rookie. No. We saw Jared McCain come in and look like a freaking stud. All right, I'm done ranting about the Sixers, man. All I'm saying, Sixers, is if you want me to run the team, I'll take half the salary. Give me $1 million, and I'll do what's needed. But again, this is why you see guys like Howie Roseman who are continuing to draft young studs and play them early, and why the Eagles have just set up a 4-year window to win another Super Bowl or another couple potentially, because he has found the balance of the vets and the young guys. There's a reason that he traded guys like CJ Gardner-Johnson this offseason, because he wants to keep Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Jalen Carter, all these studs long-term that are on rookie contracts. Why do you think the OKC Thunder are the best team in the league with 68 wins, and everybody on their team is under 27 years old other than Alex Caruso? Because they draft well and they play their guys early. Now, again, I will reiterate this. Thunder could be in trouble in a year or two. If they don't win the finals, then they're going to have to pay everybody at once. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to do what Howie Roseman did this offseason. They're going to make a couple tough decisions. They're going to part with a couple players. And then they're going to draft some more studs. Why? Because they have all the draft capital in the world. And they have found the right cycle. All right, that's my last point on the Sixers for tonight. Busy B says, it's like Job saying you need experience but have to get a job in your field to gain some. Exactly. It's like hiring the young intern, or that's like hiring the young, fresh out of college graduate, and then saying you needed experience to get the job, but you can't work from day one because you have no experience. That's a great comparison. But then again, I blame the Sixers.
Yes, sir.
Because they drafted the wrong player time and time again. If the Sixers do get a top 6 draft pick, I have confidence that Daryl Morey will draft the best player, even though I do think it'll be a guard, and I don't know how that fit will be. Why do I keep talking about the Sixers, man? Let me stop. See, a lot of people, when they meet me or whatever, they're like, oh, like you're actually this passionate about stuff. It's not just on the camera. No, like I could talk about this stuff all day. That's just my passion. You know what I mean? But you got to really love this stuff. And I'm out here just ranting to 50 people on a Wednesday night in May when the season's over. Like I love this stuff. But this team needs to pick it up. $10 super chat from Estelle. Estelle! Thank you for the $10 super chat. Estelle says McCain would have been a Rookie of the Year candidate if he had stayed healthy. Rookie of the Year candidate? McCain would be the Rookie of the Year by a mile. He would have been the Rookie of the Year at halfway through the season. That's another thing, too, is crazy. Like, we only saw 21 games, I think it was, out of McCain. I feel like we got ripped, man. I hope McCain's knee comes back and is healthy. He's such a good player. McCain's got that it factor. And the fact that he doesn't even care what anybody says about him, despite whatever he does off the floor, like that just shows a lot of toughness mentality-wise. He's got a therapist. Like, he's a smart kid. When I met him at Summer League and interviewed him, I was just blown away by how respectful he was. Like, a guy that just got drafted. He didn't have any like cockiness to him. Very humble. Even after I interviewed him, he spoke with me for a couple minutes. Like, he's a good dude, man. He's going to be good. And I hope he comes back healthy. Estelle, thank you for the super chat. Hey, maybe McCain can win Rookie of the Year next year, right? I don't think he hit the requirements, so he'll pull a Ben Simmons, but this time he'll actually improve. Here we go to start half number 2. It is 50-41, and the first one hangs right off the rim from Jason Tatum. Celtics shot poorly in the first half. Knicks were even worse. Here's Bridges, a wide open 3, and that one rims in and out. The old-fashioned toilet bowl rolls around and comes out. Bridges now 0 for 7 on the evening. Jaylen Brown going to drive downhill. He gets plucked by Brunson. Knicks kept it within reach, but they're going to have to heat up here if they want a chance of getting back in this game. Facts, RB, you have to have a passion for it. Yeah, you do. You do. It's not always easy doing this content stuff and being consistent with it. You really have to enjoy it. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns going to hand it off, then gets plucked away by Horford, and it goes off the chest of Cat. Cat wanted a foul. What do you guys think about the way that these guys complain every single play nowadays? Like, I understand the refs give in to them whining as Tatum pops a three and drills it. Jason Tatum knocks one down. Big shot for Tatum. I understand what the players are trying to do, but sometimes I do get tired of seeing them whine on every play. Like, every play can't be a foul. Here's a one bouncer to Brunson. Brunson drives in, turns, spins. Brunson, guarded by Holiday. Great defense and a blocking foul as he bumps him out of bounds. We need an Embiid update. Yeah, we do. That'd be nice, right? Everybody's better than Ben Simmons. I can't believe Ben, he's a shell of himself. Man, you guys are just bringing up trauma tonight, aren't you? I tried to hang out on the Ben Simmons thing as long as I could, but then when I flipped on him, everybody called me a hater. I literally started a whole movement calling him 2-5. Then the radio station started calling him 2-5. And I credit our channel because of that. I mean, we really started a whole movement. He didn't deserve to be called Ben Simmons anymore. Cat turns around, fades from the baseline. Nice shot. Like, I don't even try to get personal with players. I have in the past, but Ben was one of them that just really pissed me off with his attitude. Like, he just really disrespected this whole city. And Tatum drives the length and flushes it down in the lane. Knicks let a wide open hole for Tatum. He took advantage of it. But yeah, Ben Simmons, man. I mean, there's videos on this channel where I called Ben Simmons the next MVP of the NBA. Like, I wanted it to work so bad. And it's really sad that his lack of desire prevented him from not only being good, but helping the Sixers win a championship. Derek White for three. That one's off the back iron. Like, you think if Simmons worked out and Fultz worked out, Sixers would probably have multiple championships. As Josh Hart goes coast to coast with an easy bucket. They're going to make a documentary about the last 10 years of the Sixers. Maybe I'll be in it too. Maybe that'll be my claim to fame. My 2-second rant in a documentary. 30 for 30 about the process. Holiday missed the putback. Here's the Knicks down by 10. Crazy part is, I mean, what better way to finish off the process than winning a championship? But feels like we're getting farther away as Cat steps back on another one. Cat is cooking right now. Cat is cooking right now. 18 and 13 on the night. Jaylen Brown plucked away again. The Knicks are fighting. They are gritty. Only the Sixers would have 2 number 1 picks. One doesn't have any desire, and one gets a shoulder injury right before the season. Holiday lays it up down the floor. Timeout, Tom Thibodeau. It's a 10-point lead yet again for the Boston Celtics. But yeah, I predicted a couple years ago when I started the whole 2-5 movement, I predicted that Ben Simmons would be out of the league by 30 because I saw the trajectory. I've been wrong on things before. Nobody's right 100% of the time. But one thing I knew I was right on was Ben Simmons. And once it started to go downhill, it just kept on rolling. Just kept picking up speed. And I think what really made me start to go personal at Ben Simmons, which again is not my style, but the way that, like, I can say a guy stinks, but I only get personal when you start to do things that are just disrespectful. And when Ben Simmons used the mental health card months after he had walked away and didn't say a word just to recoup that $12 million, like, that really ticked me off just as a person, beyond the sports, beyond the basketball court. But nonetheless, he made his money and he screwed the Sixers in the process. No pun intended. And now he'll be out of the league by 30, just like I predicted. Kenny Smith, member for 42 months. Kenny the Jet, long time. What's up, Kenny? He says that Aaron Gordon 3 against the Thunder, OMG. You know, I don't want to sit here and make it act like I know everything I'm talking about. But how many times have I said Aaron Gordon's name in the last 2 years? How many times have I said the Sixers need an Aaron Gordon next to Joel Embiid? Matter of fact, I would take Aaron Gordon himself. I said that this season. Once again, see, the thing about Sixers fans is they want everything to change, but they don't want to do anything to make the change happen. If I was the Sixers, I would have went out and got Aaron Gordon. Like, he's the perfect complement to a guy who plays like Joel Embiid. Aaron Gordon is so good. And you know what I like about Aaron Gordon? People may not remember this, but he was the 4th overall pick. I forget what draft it was, maybe like 2013, 2014. And he never lived up to his potential. But you know what he did? Instead of sitting back and crying and complaining with the Magic, he gets traded to the Denver Nuggets. Everybody thought it was a bad trade. And he learned how to play his role effectively. He didn't sit back and whine that he wasn't a superstar. He sat back and said, you know what? I'm going to help change the fortunes of the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to learn how to play the best ball that I can around Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray and Michael Porter. And he became an excellent role player. He made more money. He won a championship, and that is how you do it. I'm all for guys resurrecting their careers and, you know, just finding ways to fit. That's why I'm really happy with a guy like Yabusele. Like what he was able to do this year. Like that was awesome, but he just did anything the team asked him to do. I've never seen a player lose his shot like that. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Players don't lose their shots like that, only with the Sixers. 7:33 to go here in the third quarter. We got 70 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the stream. Get us up to 100, man. Don't tell me we're going to have another one. Don't tell me we're going to have another one here where we don't get 100 likes, man. Come on, we got to get to 100 likes. Josh Hart at the top. He's guarded by Horford. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns. 8 on the shot clock. Cat turns in the paint, trying to go up against Horford. Blocked by Al. The fact that Al can even jump off the floor is crazy. What is he, 39? 40? Here's Jaylen Brown posting up Brunson. They show a double team. Knicks are in a zone. Here's the dribble from Holiday. Kicks it out, and it's stolen. Turned over. Here come the Knicks. Down by 10. Brunson driving coast to coast. Takes it out. White picks him up. Here's Mikal Bridges. Back to Jalen Brunson. Brunson to the corner. Anunoby going to step back for 3. Can't get it to fall. 7:35 to go here in quarter number 3. It's a 10-point game. Tatum wants a chance at a 3. That one rims in and out. Not a lot of offense tonight. Bridges going to put up the shot, and that one does not go. 7:20 to play here in the third quarter. Jaylen Brown, one bouncer. The Knicks take it away. Brunson up the floor, going all the way. Sends an elbow into Drew Holiday. That's got to be an offensive foul, right? There's no way that can be on Drew Holiday, right? Brunson just gave an elbow into the stomach. How is that a foul on Drew Holiday? Mike Vrabel's over here losing his mind. How's it a foul on Drew Holiday? What? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Brunson going to miss the first free throw. Ball don't lie. That's wild, man. That is wild. Bro, that Brunson has a crazy whistle. That's wild, bro. And the second one's going to be good. 1 for 2. 9-point game. Jason Tatum guarded by Karl-Anthony Towns. 6:55 to go here in the third. Tatum drives, floats one up. Another terrible shot by Jason Tatum. I don't know what this guy's thinking right now. Like I said, this is why they say Tatum gets carried. Anunoby going to poster Derek White. It's going to be called a charge. Derek White sat there and took it, but Anunoby just took flight over Derek White. Holy crap. Anunoby wants him to review it. Let's see. I don't know. It's a bad angle. Holy crap. Put a knee right into his chest. Was Derek White set or not? Looks like he just got there. I don't know which way they'll go with that. I don't know if he was set, but anyway, they're not going to challenge it. Anunoby was pissed off about that. Derek White floats one up on the other end and gets it to go. So a highlight play erased by OG Anunoby. Bald head Derek White gets a bucket on the other end. Wow. Here's Josh Hart at the top. He's going to find Bridges. Bridges drives downhill, turns and spins. Here's Josh Hart back to Mikal Bridges. One bounce to Brunson. Brunson goes baseline. Brunson kicks it out. Josh Hart for three. That one's off. Picked up by Boston, and here we go. Knicks are 3 for 16 long range. Tatum bullies them to the bucket. Mikal Bridges getting taken advantage. Holy smokes. 0 for 8 is Bridges. He's getting cooked on defense, too. Josh Hart under the rim, goes up and got the reverse lay. Three ball from Jaylen Brown, and here we go. Celtics starting to heat up. 14-point game. Guys, get us up to 100 likes, man. And now we have an offensive foul on the Knicks. Karl-Anthony Towns is arguing. He's right in the official's face. Got to be careful or else he's going to get a tech. Let's see what happened here. Jaylen Brown was running back. Cat bumped into him with the arm. They called it an offensive foul. Derek White with another bucket, and the Celtics are starting to pull away. Jalen Brunson popping a three. That one doesn't go. Anunoby tracks down the board, but Pritchard gets to it first. 66-50. Derek White to Jason Tatum. Tatum against Hart. 4:44 to go in the third. Tatum around a screen. He's going to one bounce to Cornette. Cornette drives the lane and flushes it home. 18-point game. Celtics in command. We got to do it. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Knicks fans, where y'all at, though? Knicks fans, where y'all at, though? What's wrong, New York? You guys don't want to show up, huh? Interesting. Like I said, man, once the Celtics start to get going with those three-pointers, I don't think the Knicks are going to have a chance to win a game. I'm just being honest. This is more so of what I expected to see. And, man, Mikal Bridges is absolutely awful. 0 for 8? That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. Guys, we got 75 people in the chat. Get us up to 100 likes, man. I can't keep asking you guys, man. We got to get it at least to 100. We haven't even hit the air horn yet. Come on, man. MC says, it's game. Celtics will not give up the lead. Dom says, Tibbs always has the same frustrated look. I'd be mad, too. They're not playing any damn defense. Brunson's been non-existent tonight. Might be too late, though, in the fourth quarter. Might be late or too late. We need 10 more subs, man. Get us up to 42-7. 68-50. Celtics starting to run away with this one. Telling you, man. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm a Sixers content creator. We cover the NBA as well. Dropped some Sixers stuff earlier today. Go check out our latest video. And we're live streaming as many games as we can for the NBA playoffs. Playoffs? Crickets for Knicks fans? Yeah, honestly, where are the Knicks fans at? Where are the Knicks fans? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know, man. Where are the Knicks fans at? Where are the Knicks fans? That's what I want to know. Playoffs have been nuts, though, man. They really have. .435 to go here in the third. Cat on the bench now. Somebody else needs to step up for New York. Here's Mikal Bridges guarded by Pritchard. Bridges going to find Anunoby. Anunoby around a screen, guarded by Tatum. He's going to push off a bit. Anunoby drives off the window, couldn't get it to go. Tatum tried to save it, and he knocked it out of bounds. Tatum is whining now. He wants a review. Dude, how many reviews do you guys think we can have per game? Like, now Missoula's going to review it. Bro. Let me ask you guys this, man. What do you think about automated, like, robot officials? I know some people don't like the idea. They're already testing it in baseball, but I'm just like, bro, like, how many reviews are we going to have per game? Like, how many times are we going to have guys be like, oh, I don't want to do this, blah, blah, blah. Let me start whining. Let me go do this. Like, it's getting annoying, man. I'm just being honest with you. What do you guys think? Should we end up streaming one of the other series too, like the Cavs, Pacers, or Thunder, Nuggets? Think about the Thunder and Nuggets that the games are on really late. We're already streaming the Warriors series, which is late too. When they start waving their finger for the challenge, I get so annoyed. I agree. It's just I'm getting tired of just like every possession just gets stopped and stopped. Like, come on, man. Derek White going to cross over, drive down to Porzingis. Porzingis slams it down. 20-point lead for the Celtics. I was talking with a family member last week, and he proposed an idea that I thought was pretty funny. I'm going to run it by you guys here at the next stoppage. Here's Jalen Brunson at the top, going to find Mitch Robinson, back to Brunson. Brunson going to drive into the paint, kicks it out. Here's a three from Hart, and he drains it. 70-53 is the score. Celtics lead it by 17 points. Here's Derek White. Derek White switched on to Brunson. Derek White going to find Jaylen Brown, and they're going to try to feed Porzingis. They do in the block. He turns, kicks it out. Tatum, pump fake, back to Porzingis. Porzingis a three, and he gets it to go. The Celtics have found their groove. They have caught fire. It is 73-53. Anunoby drives into the paint. He's plucked away. Here come the Celtics. Brown to Tatum. Back to Brown. And it went right through his hands. .250 to go here in the third quarter. Brunson guarded by Derek White. Brunson going to turn. No look pass to the corner. Deflected by Brown. Out of bounds. Going to stay with the Knicks. Here's Josh Hart, guarded by Tatum. Back to Brunson. Brunson going to drive, sidestep. Brunson through the legs. Takes it back. Brunson against Tatum. Brunson the step back three. That one rolls up and out. Picked up by Derek White, and the Celtics are off and running. 2:25 to go here in the third. Jaylen Brown back to Derek White. Derek White for three. Can't get it to go that time. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up again. Missed it. Porzingis the tap in. No good. Knicks have a chance here again. McBride goes the length of the court and tomahawks one down in the paint. 73-55. Derek White guarded by McBride. He spins. Now turns back. Derek White going to find Porzingis. Now Tatum. 10 on the shot clock. Tatum finds a cutting Porzingis. Porzingis bumps into Brunson. Looked like a blocking foul, but they're going to call it on Porzingis. So the Knicks will have a chance to cut the lead even more. They're trying to get within distance. I guess that was a good call. Brunson got set there. It's crazy to think that Brunson's only 6 feet tall, though. He looks like, I mean, I know they list him as like 6'2 or 6'3, but nah, he's short, man. Now we have a foul down the other end. That's going to be, I think, on Derek White or Jason Tatum. Actually, never mind. They fouled Robinson intentionally. So I forget what the rule is. I know it's like the last minutes of the quarter or something. Like you can do it. I don't know. Brunson going to drive, spin, kick, Hart wide open corner three, and he gets it to go. 73-58. Knicks are clawing their way back again. 21 points for Josh Hart. 10 in the quarter. Hart is starting to come alive. Brunson's still nowhere to be found. Same with Mikal Bridges. Tatum, hesitation, drives, floats it up, missed it again. Yo, Tatum is playing like crap. Jalen Brunson, Miles McBride, three ball, got it again. Yo, here we go. Here we go. Here we go yet again. I don't know what Jason Tatum is doing right now. He tried to throw up an alley-oop to Porzingis, and it went off the backboard. It just didn't make any sense. This is Jaylen Brown's team, man. Here we go. Here come a couple Knicks fans in the chat. As soon as the Knicks cut the lead a little bit, here they come, storming in. As expected. If I'm Joe Mazzulla, though, I'm telling Jason Tatum at this timeout, like, yo, you need to chill out, man. Give the ball to Jaylen Brown. Give it to Drew Holiday. Because you're just not the guy. This is what the Knicks have done every game. They keep it within reach. They keep it within reach, and then they strike. If the Celtics were to ever collapse this game, they might as well kiss the series goodbye. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 73-61. Pritchard at the top working against Josh Hart. There's Jaylen Brown against Jalen Brunson. Turns, spins, back, and lost it again. Picked up by New York. Here comes McBride. Stops at the top, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson at the logo. 15 on the shot clock, 29 on the game clock. Brunson switches on to Pritchard. He's trying to create some space. Brunson drives downhill, floats it up, flailed for the foul, didn't get it. Tatum picks it up, and here we go. Time for one more. Tatum, you better give that ball up, man. 9 seconds to go. Tatum going to take a screen from Pritchard. Tatum runs into two, and he's fouled. Here comes Mikal Bridges back into the game. After this quarter ends, I'm going to go get some more water real quick, and then we'll get ready for quarter number 4. Jaylen Brown coming around a screen. Brown against Mitchell Robinson. He's going to step back. A deep three at the buzzer. Couldn't get it to go. So once again, another sloppy, low-scoring game. 73-61. Guys, do me a favor. Get this up to 100 likes. Everybody right now, hit that thumbs up button. Brunson's whining to the ref. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter coming up. Who do you think's going to win? Call it right now in the chat. Knicks or Celtics? We'll be right back. All right, man, we're back. Fourth quarter incoming. Who's going to get it done? Celtics or Knicks? Who wins? Feels like the Celtics are kind of letting up a little bit, even though the Knicks only have, 61 points. I mean, what has happened here? Drew Holiday presented with an award. Is that tonight? Dom says Celtics will take this one. Busy Bee says, all right, the game is about to start. Let's go, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get it. Here is the Knicks with the first possession. Anunoby drives, puts one up, and that one is off the mark. Picked up by Boston. 73-61. Tatum going to find Pritchard. Pritchard guarded by McBride. Here's Horford. Horford going to find Tatum. Tatum at the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Tatum chucks up a 3. That one's short. And Porzingis, the putback slam. He was fouled and one. And one. I don't know why Tatum took that shot, but here we go again, man. He loves that. He loves taking them wild threes in the fourth quarter, man. Free throw going to be good for Porzingis. 76-61. Here's Mikal Bridges coming around a screen. He's going to drive. Bridges, the mid-range, puts it up and got it to go through. 76-63. Bridges finally has scored. Can we get some clapping hands for Mikal Bridges? He's finally scored. Horford going to dribble, drive, floats one up, and that one is off the mark. Picked up by the Knicks. McBride has it up top to Bridges. Bridges guarded one-on-one by Horford. Bridges the cross, the drive through the legs, the lanky arms. It's plucked away by Tatum. Nice D. Here comes Drew Holiday up the floor. Gonna find Pritchard. Pritchard for 3. He got it. Peyton, 6th man of the year. Pritchard, as Brunson and Cat watch anxiously from the bench. Bridges the turnaround midi. He got it to go. 79-65. We got a ball game. Pritchard coming around a screen. Pritchard guarded by Robinson. Here is Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard to Porzingis. Porzingis against Bridges. Bridges guarding him. Got a piece of it, and it went right to Horford, who lays it and scoops it off the hands. Then he, I think, stole it away, but the Knicks now get it back after the miss. I turned my head for 1 second, and Celtics are all over the place. Bridges for 3, and this time he drains it. It is a 13-point game. The Knicks are trying to gain some ground here to start this fourth quarter. I'll tell you what, man, the Celtics they just a little bit feel like they're letting up on the gas pedal here. They need to stay strong if they want to win. Horford wants a 3. That one's short. Holiday picks up the board and then throws it away. Here come the Knicks. 81-68. Bridges pulls up a 3. Couldn't get the heat check. Celtics fans might be biting their fingernails at this point. Here's Peyton Pritchard, guarded by Mikal Bridges. Now Drew Holiday. Holiday, guarded by Anunoby. Holiday, going to throw it into Tatum. Tatum, turning, drop step, drives. Missed it, got it back. Pritchard, a 3. Got it again. Oh, Peyton Pritchard. Moneyball, Peyton. Hart. Lost control of it on the other end, gets it back. One bounce, Robinson spins to his left, goes up against Porzingis, got the foul, and one. Mitchell Robinson, a tough bucket, and he's going to the line for one more. Secret underdog, the gamer, coming in with a splash as always. Secret! Drop the MVPs for Secret Underdog the Gamer. Gift and a channel membership. Let's go. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Guys, we got 60 people in the chat. Hit that thumbs up. Get us to 100 likes. Thank y'all for being here, man. We're streaming as many playoff games as we can. This game could get a little interesting here. Robbins. Did he just throw a free throw under the basket? Are my eyes deceiving me? What in the world was that?
This guy stinks!
Oh my gosh, yo. That might be the worst free throw I've ever seen. Jaylen Brown turnaround fadeaway missed it. Yo, that's like if Ben Simmons and I don't even know. That's like if Ben Simmons and that guy that shoots one-handed free throws had a baby. Wow. I thought I was tripping for a second. I thought he got blocked on a free throw. Another miss by the Knicks. Good tight defense by the Celtics. Pritchard up to Florida. Brown. Horford back to Pritchard. Does he have another one? This one rolls up and out. Knicks trying to save it. McBride does, but he stepped out. Yeah, that might be the worst free throw I've ever seen. Wow. Wow, that was crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. I thought he got blocked. Here's Pritchard again, 10 on the shot clock. Pritchard guarded by McBride. Pritchard deep, heat check, and he airballs it. What is going on right now? We got a game. Oh my gosh, man. Like, what is going on right now? What is this game? Bridges at the top. Coming around a screen, going downhill against Cornette. Lost it off the foot of Holiday. It's going to stay with the Knicks. 12 on the shot clock, 84-70. Look, if you guys appreciate this content, man, like and subscribe. Thanks for being here. What a game, man. Low scoring like we're back in the 80s. Here's Bridges. Going to find Robinson, back to Bridges. Bridges around a screen, now spins back the other way. Bridges going to drive, puts it up the mid-range. Got it to go again. Bridges now has, what, 9 in the fourth? 9 points for Bridges in the fourth quarter. There's Jaylen Brown at the top. He's guarded by OG Anunoby. Jaylen Brown working against Robinson. Switches on to Mikal Bridges. 7 on the shot clock. Here's Jaylen Brown crossing, kicking. Holiday, corner 3. Horford. And that one bounces over the top of the backboard, so it's going to be back in the Knicks' possession. Wow. So this time it's Mikal Bridges stepping up rather than Jalen Brunson, but even though Brunson has been on the bench for a few. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Bridges now 4 for 13 with 9 points. Appreciate everybody who's been hanging in here with me tonight, man. You guys are the best. Appreciate all the diehards. We're trying to stream as many games as we can and just keep pumping it out for you guys, man. Teacher says Bridges 9 points and 5 first-round picks. What a game. Estelle says Fultz was the worst free throw. Yeah, it's true. It's like if Fultz and Simmons had a baby. Crazy. Crazy. It's wild, man. That may have been the worst free throw air ball I've ever seen in my life, and I watched a lot of basketball. I'm telling you, that was one of the worst that I've ever seen. That might be one of the worst. I'm trying to think of the ones I've seen, but that was right up there at the top. He realized mid free throw that he didn't want to shoot it with two hands, and he pushed it with one hand, but he had nowhere near the amount of power needed. That was crazy, man. Guys, what is your NBA Finals dream matchup? If not who you think is going to make it, but what are the two teams that you want to see in the finals and why? What is your dream matchup? What's your NBA dream finals matchup? Coming up next, Nuggets and Thunder. Maybe we'll try to stream one of those games. I got to look at the schedule. We're going to stream all the Warriors and Timberwolves games, so we'll be back tomorrow night for that one. Let's see what else. See what other times these games are on. Tomorrow night is Minnesota and Golden State. Friday is the Cavs and the Pacers. Denver and OKC at 10 p.m. on Friday. There's Bridges working against Holiday. Drives in, goes up the reverse. Bridges again. Bridges again. Yo, he is cooking. He's low-key cooking, though. Warford down in the block, turns, floats one up, missed it off the back iron, picked up by New York. 10-point game. Brunson, Bridges, does he have another one? He does! Oh! Yo. As soon as I said Mikal Bridges is doing nothing in this game, he has, 13 in the fourth quarter? Holy crap. White for 3. That one's off again. Are the Knicks going to do this again, guys? Are they going to do this again? Are they actually going to come back? Brunson to Bridges. Can he do it again? Can he do it again? Bridges against Brown. He's going to drive, go behind the back. Bridges spins, drives against Holiday. Almost lost it out of bounds. Brunson, the step back 3. Way off the mark. Holiday up the floor. D. White, one-on-one, lays it up, and he was fouled by Josh Hart. This is hilarious, man. Hart didn't agree with the foul. Celtics are 10 for 37 from 3. Knicks are 7 for 25. Pelicans, Wizards. Edwards says, I hit my like button. Whether you can shoot a three-pointer or go to the moon, Simmons, astronaut. Yeah, Simmons does not like basketball. OKC and the Pacers, says Clint. That'd be a good matchup. Brunson wanted the foul on that 3-ball attempt. Look, if you guys are just tuning in right now, man, hit those likes. Get us up to 100. Support the grind, man. Derek White going to knock down the free throws, so it's back to a 10-point game, but this is far from over. This one is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes to play, 86-76. Brunson coming around his screen. He's going to drive with the one hand, turns, spins, finds Bridges. Bridges against Derek White. Comes around the screen. Bridges for three. Oh, that one rimmed out. Hart got the rebound. Brunson wide open for three. And he hits. Oh, Lord. Brunson has not been good tonight, but you know he hits big shots when they need it. It's 7. Derek White guarded by Mikal Bridges. Derek White with 4:20 to go in this ball game. Celtics fans looking on anxiously. Derek White spins around the screen, finds Jason Tatum. Tatum again, one bouncer to Derek White. Here's a three. Can't answer. The Celtics are reverting to 3 after 3 after 3. 73 missed three-pointers in the last 2 games, most in playoff history in that span. Brunson going to drive, kicks it out. Josh Hart dribbles in, finds Bridges off balance for 3. That one no good. The Knicks track it down. Hart throws it away. Tatum up the floor to Holiday. Holiday to Derek White. Derek White to Tatum. Wide open in the corner. He missed it. Yo, how did he miss a wide open 3? Are the Celtics seeing stars out there? Are you kidding? These dudes are professionals and they can't hit wide open shots. Bridges, Hart, dribbles, drives, floats it, got it. It's a 5-point game here at TD Garden. This is crazy, bro. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown guarded by Brunson. He's wide open. Another 3. He missed it. I think they've set a record for the most missed wide open 3s. Brunson a 3. That's off. Robinson the board. Bridges wants a 3. We got a foul and a rebound. Holy crap. Holy crap. Guys, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. I'm feeling like the Knicks are going to do it again. I am feeling like the Knicks are going to do it again. Is Boston really about to do this? Is Boston really about to do this? Nah, bro, this is crazy. And look, I'm not trying to take anything away from the Knicks. Shout out to Bridges. All right. Shout out to Bridges. I said he wasn't doing anything, and then he started to cook. But the Celtics cannot be this dumb. The Celtics cannot be this dumb. When is the last time the Celtics took one into the paint and tried to lay it in? The Knicks are not even playing defense. The Celtics are wide open. They can't. First of all, I've never seen a team miss this many wide open 3s in a basketball game. They just said that the Celtics have missed 74 3-pointers in the last 2 games, which is the most in NBA playoff history in a 2-game span. I've never seen a team miss this many wide open 3s. But nonetheless, if you can't hit shots, why are you not taking it to the cup? This is an exact replica of game 1. The Knicks are going to do it again if the Celtics can't hit any shots. Nah, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. Guys, we got 100 plus in the chat. Get us up to 100 likes, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is wild. Busy B says Joe didn't find it necessary to make adjustments. I mean, I hear you, but I mean, they just have to make shots. These guys are professionals, man. They got to hit wide open shots. They're literally wide open. The Knicks are not even playing defense. Jason Tatum, 4 for 17. Wow. .243 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is now a 4-point game. The Celtics fans are looking on anxiously. Could we really have another upset here in game 2? Honestly, the Celtics' lives are on the line right now. 120 in the chat, guys. Get us to 100 likes, man. Now the Celtics are going to go to hack a Mitch. Tatum is going to foul Mitchell Robinson, and this is what the Celtics have to do to try to survive. That's how bad they've been in the fourth quarter yet again. Robinson's going to have to check out. The Knicks are going to have to bring in somebody else. So now OG's not going to check in. Knicks are going to let it continue. They can't let Robinson shoot another free throw after that showing last time. Robinson needs to start running away from the defender. He's got to start running away. And now he's fouled intentionally. Robinson's acting like he didn't know it was coming. Robinson needs to start running away, man. Robinson's pissed. He's like, damn, bro, I got to shoot free throws. Now Robinson's going to come off the floor. He's pissed off. Wow. 2:40 to play here in TD Garden. Brunson going to inbound to Towns. Towns going to pass to Bridges. Anunoby. Brunson. Nice ball movement. Hart goes in. Cat puts it up. Got it and one. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. It is happening, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks are doing it again. The Knicks are doing it again. Wow. Wow. Here comes the free throw. Can Cat make it a 1-point game? Wow. Cat going to knock down the free throw. It's 86-85. Why does every game of these NBA playoffs go like this? 17-2 run. The Celtics have missed their last 10 shots. Here's Tatum again. Watch. They're going to go for another 3. Tatum, one-on-one. Driving. This time to the paint. Fades a terrible shot. What are you doing, Tatum? The Knicks have a chance to take the lead. The Celtics have not scored in 6.5 minutes. Brunson around the screen. Brunson step back against Holiday. He's going to drive in. Step back. Brunson for the lead. He got it. The Knicks have the lead with 2 minutes to play. First lead of the ballgame for the New York Knicks. Are you kidding me? What is going on right now? Jaylen Brown, the spin, the drive, the float. He missed it. The Knicks have it. What? What? Nah, bro. This is wild. Here's Brunson. Knicks lead by 1. 1:28 to go. Brunson to Bridges. Bridges for 3. Can't get the bounce. Horford the board. Here come the Celtics. Looking to take back the lead. One bounce to Derek White. He's fouled in the lane. Holy crap, man. Guys, we got 123 people in the chat, man. Do me a favor. Get this to 100 likes. We need 22 more. Who's it going to be? Let's push this out to more viewers, man. I can't believe what I'm watching right now. 1:10 to go in this ball game. Here's Jaylen Brown against Jalen Brunson. He puts it up, tried to draw the foul, missed it. Derek White, the putback, no good. No good, he missed it. Came up short. Brunson down the other end, lays one up, got it. Got it. It's a 3-point lead for the Knicks. 21-2 run. What in the world is going on, man? Celtics have it. Tatum through the defense goes up and he's fouled en route to the basket. Nah, yo, the Celtics suck. Guys, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, what are these playoffs, man? Tatum knocks down the first. Let's go. I need y'all to get the likes up, man. I need y'all to get these likes up, man. 130 people in the chat. Get us to 100 likes, man. Guys, I mean, I should not be this stressed out watching this game. I don't even care about either team. And I'm over here, like, palpitating, bro. Like, this is insane. Tatum knocks down the second one. It's 89-88. Wow. 37 seconds to play. Brunson with the ball, guarded by Drew Holiday, out beyond the perimeter. Brunson has it. Is he going to do another one? Is he going to knock down a big shot? He gets the switch. Brunson the step back, airballed it. Knicks save it. They're going to say Anunoby stepped out of bounds, and the Celtics will have a chance to try to win it. 24.2 on the game clock. Now, I'm going to say the same thing I said to Joe Mazzulla in game one. If you have any decency of being an NBA coach, if you have half of a brain, you will not let Jason Tatum take a step back three here to try to win the game. Joe Mazzulla, you can't be this bad. You are a champion head coach. You need to draw up a play for Jaylen Brown. I am sitting at home and I can tell you that. Holy crap. Guys, come on. Get these likes up, man. Come on. We're giving you the coverage. We're giving you the breakdowns, the reactions. Let's go, man. I mean, I cannot believe what we are seeing right now. If Joe Mazzulla draws up a play for Jason Tatum, he should be fired tonight. The Celtics, once again, are putting together one of the worst collapses I've ever seen. And it might actually happen again. It might actually happen again. All right, here we go. 24 seconds to play. Tatum going to inbound to Derek White, back to Jason Tatum. Tatum up the floor. He's going to blitz all the way to the rim, and Tatum dunks it. Tatum slams it down. Celtics take the lead. That I was not expecting. I was not expecting a wide open paint. Did the Knicks not even talk during that timeout? Robinson didn't even move his feet, and Tatum found an easy lane. I take back what I said. Actually, no, I don't take back what I said. I said don't take a step back three. The Knicks didn't have any bother in playing defense on that possession. I don't know why they didn't do that from the third quarter on. Wow. Guys, we need 18 more likes. Get us to 100 likes right now, man. 180 people in the chat. Let's go. Get us up to 100. Now the Knicks have it, and you know where they're going to go. Even though Cat's been the guy tonight, they're probably going back to Brunson to try to win it. 1 point lead for the Celtics. We'll see what Brunson does. Wow. Guys, no spoilers in the chats, man. No spoilers in the chat. You know Brunson's going to try to get that foul here, man. You know what he's going to do. Will the Celtics actually play defense? Let's find out. Let's go. Get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome in. Game day playoff live. 18 seconds to play. Let's see what happens. Brunson to inbound. He's going to find Josh Hart. Dumps it back to Brunson. Guarded by Holiday. 15 seconds. Brunson against Holiday. He was fouled. And I think it's going to be on the floor. Holiday went to foul him intentionally because he got beat off the dribble. Holiday was all over him. Are the Knicks in the bonus? Oh, they are. I don't know why Holiday was trying to hack him like that. But now Brunson at the line with a chance to tie or take the lead. The first one from Brunson is good. 90-90. An old school low scoring game. Wow, what a game, man. If the Celtics lose this, they are cooked. Guys, like the stream right now. We need 12 more. Get us to 100 likes. Over 200 people watching us live. Feels very reminiscent to game one. Brunson with the second one. And he makes it. One timeout left for Boston. It's inbounded. They're not going to call the timeout. Here comes Jason Tatum again. Tatum up at the top. Tatum crossing over, drives, lost the handle, throws it away. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tatum is terrible. They had a timeout. They had a timeout. Bridges did it again. Guys, I got to stand up for a minute. I can't believe what I just saw, bro. I cannot believe what I just saw. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. All right, guys. Here's what I have to say, man. Something just does not seem right to me. Both games were choked in the fourth quarter. Both games were 20-point leads that were choked. both times Jason Tatum shot like the worst player in the world. Both times the Knicks come back from out of nowhere, and the final play results in Jason Tatum with the ball again, making a bad decision. I was just giving him credit for taking the ball coast to coast, and the Knicks did not have any interest in playing defense. And the Celtics don't call a timeout on the final possession. And Jason Tatum with another mind-boggling decision, which results in a Mikal Bridges game-winning defensive play. Literally the same thing that happened in game one happened tonight. And I sat here all night and I said they would not do it again. The Celtics did it again. Jason Tatum, I don't ever want to hear somebody come in here again and tell me that Jason Tatum is a top 10 player or he's an MVP. He's going to be the face of the league. No. I'm sorry. It must be said. Jason Tatum was carried last year by the greatness of the supporting cast of Jaylen Brown and the role players on Boston. I'm sorry. It's got to be said. Jason Tatum is not that good of a player. I don't give a crap that he had 14 boards and 3 steals. The dude choked again. Somebody tell me in the chat, what was the splits in the fourth quarter? Last game, he was 0 for 7. He had 1 dunk in the fourth quarter. Did he make any other shots? Mikal Bridges had 0 points in the first 3 quarters, and he's got 14 in the fourth quarter, and he absolutely clamped you up. Joe Mazzulla is sitting there looking like he just got smacked on the top of the head with a bottle, and he's seeing stars. How do you not call a timeout? How does Jason Tatum drive the ball into the lane and lose the handle? Bro, I feel like I just watched the same game from Monday night. I'm not trying to take anything away from the Knicks, but they scored 91 points tonight. Brunson played like crap. Cat was the MVP tonight. And I know people are going to say Bridges, he had a great fourth quarter. Cat kept them in this game. And actually, you know what? Josh Hart was great too. I got to give credit to Josh Hart. The Knicks did not play that good. The Celtics are chokers. The Celtics might be terrible. How in the world did you just let that happen again? I'm sitting here, I'm really trying to process how the heck that just happened again. It was the exact same outcome, just in regulation this time. And it's not like I even care. Like, I don't like either team. I'm just here calling the game, broadcasting, giving my thoughts. But I'm just as an NBA fan and analyst, I cannot believe that just happened. That, if I've ever seen a team act like the Sixers in back-to-back games, it was the Boston Celtics. That was the most Sixers-like loss that I've ever seen in my life. I will give the Knicks credit for continuing to battle. I said it all night. I said the Knicks are going to try to stay in reach for the fourth quarter and then make their move. If you're a Knicks fan in here right now, I know damn well You can't be overly impressed with the way they played as a whole. But the Knicks get credit for battling deep in the game and just finding a way to win. But for the Boston Celtics to do that 2 times in a row, like that is just, I can't even believe it. I can't even put it into words. They lost both games at home. They tried to resort to fouling Mitchell Robinson. And then they had the go-ahead bucket with the Tatum dunk. They had the go-ahead bucket. And why did Drew Holiday foul Jalen Brunson so easily? He was all over his back. Like, why would... The Celtics are just making uncharacteristic mistakes, man. Maybe they're just not that good. Maybe last year they limped into the finals because they played 3 injured teams. Maybe they're just not good, man. What I do know is that Jason Tatum is not a top player in this league. Jason Tatum is not a top player in this league. Oh my gosh, man. What did Tatum shoot in the first game? What is he, 12 for 42? I think Tatum is 12 for 42 in this series. Wow. Celtics shot 10 for 40 from 3. They've missed 75 threes in the first 2 games. Ladies and gentlemen, I am shocked. I am shocked. First off, we did hit 100 likes. We are 1 subscriber away from 42,700 subs. If you guys have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. Shout out to the chat tonight, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Wake them the hell up. Guys, I'm going to give my final rant here, and I'm trying to process this in real time. It's hard to, like, think about what just happened. Hold on, let me pull up the thing. It was 84-72 with 6:39 to go. Then it was 86-80. Then the Knicks took the lead. They outscored them 30-17 in the fourth quarter. Tatum makes the dunk with 18 seconds. Brunson gets fouled, makes the free throws, and they don't call a timeout. And Jason Tatum takes the ball into the lane and loses it. Yo, that is like, that's crazy, bro. Here's my final thoughts on the game. The Knicks deserve credit for being tough late in the game. They fought, they battled. They were awful again for 3.5 quarters, but they kept it within reach. And I kept saying all game, if the Celtics can just start to get hot, they can win. Celtics did not get hot. Once again, they shot very poorly from long range. And Jaylen Brown and Derek White cooled off, but also Jason Tatum again got tunnel vision in the fourth quarter. I don't know what his splits were in the fourth, but he was awful again. And when they needed big shots, they drew up plays for Jason Tatum, and he didn't come through. And Yeah. Mikal Bridges was the MVP of the fourth quarter after doing absolutely nothing for 3 quarters. He had 0 points. He drops 14 in the fourth quarter. Has a couple big defensive plays. And you know what it is, man? The Celtics, like, this is their style, right? They win or lose with 3 balls. But it took them till the final 2 minutes to realize that they were cold in the fourth quarter. And they didn't even have, they didn't have the coaching. They didn't have the assistant coaching. They didn't have the ball. I don't know. They didn't have the balls to take it to the rim. Mind-boggling coaching out of Joe Mazzulla. The guy fouled Mitchell Robinson too late. He didn't call a timeout on the final play. He is getting outcoached. He is getting outcoached. If I'm the Boston Celtics, right? Like, you have your formula, you win or lose with the 3 ball. Jason Tatum came up short again. Jason Tatum did this all of last year's playoffs, but he was given the benefit of the doubt, and he was alleviated of the blame because they won, because they played really injured teams. Not to take away, Celtics were dominant last year in the playoffs. And again, I'm just giving my outsider opinion here. But Jason Tatum is a problem. He went 7 for 22 last game. He goes 5 for 20 this game, and yet they keep putting the ball in his hands with the game on the line. He can't even handle the ball. The guy is literally evaporating. It reminds me even of the Nuggets a couple years ago, right? The Nuggets were all dominant and they were a great team, but they also had the easiest run to the finals. And what happened to the Nuggets last year? They collapsed. This year, they're playing better. We'll see what happens. I am just mind-boggled that I think for me, the biggest crazy moment here is that the Celtics did it again. Like, I'm drawing the comparisons here. I'm pretty sure I can make a bulleted list of how similar this game was to game 1. It was the same exact game. I predicted that the Celtics would shoot a lot better tonight. They did not. And they said that the Celtics missed the most threes in a 2-game stretch in NBA playoff history. I want to know the stat for missing the most wide open threes in a game in NBA history. The Celtics missed 33s tonight, but they probably missed about 20 open threes. Like, not to take away credit from the Knicks, they were leaving them wide open. Peyton Pritchard missed 5 wide open threes. Derek White missed 5 wide open threes. I've never seen a team miss this many wide open threes. And in both game 1 and game 2, the Celtics were up by 20 in the second half. Both game 1 and game 2, Mikal Bridges came alive late, knocked down some big shots, and made a couple game-winning defensive plays. And it's not even like Brunson was good tonight. The Celtics are cooked, man. Both of the top teams in the Eastern Conference that we sat here all season and thought were running away with the conference have absolutely choked in the worst ways possible. Even the Cavaliers, I'll give a little bit of grace because they're dealing with 3 injuries. But the Celtics, the reigning champs, to collapse like that? Oh, nah. Change is needed. The Celtics are cooked, man. It's over. The Knicks might actually be going to the finals. I can't believe I'm saying it. I feel sick to my stomach saying it. Unless Jason Tatum wakes the hell up and Joe Mazzulla drinks an espresso to get his brain moving, this series is over. And unless the Knicks, who did choke last year to the Pacers, go out and choke to them again, the Knicks might actually be going to the finals. My final thoughts on this game. And see, here's the difference between me and the Knicks people. Like, I see all the Knicks fans in the chat. See, they only come in at the end of the game when they win. That's their style, right? Whatever. But I speak the truth, man. As much as I don't like it, I speak the truth. And the truth is that the Celtics single-handedly lost both of these games. The Celtics lost these games. I mean, to put up 91 points and win a playoff game in the year 2025 is insane. But the Celtics want to build their team like this. They want to take 55 threes a game. Well, when you're not making shots, this is the result. The Celtics are frauds, man. The Celtics are frauds, man. Matter of fact, if Steph Curry didn't get hurt last night, I'd say maybe the Warriors are going to win the damn finals. I don't know anymore. These playoffs are on crack. These playoffs make no sense. These playoffs make no sense. It's time to start thinking about who these teams played the last couple of years. It's time to start thinking about how the Nuggets had the easiest route to the finals ever and beat a team of JV guys playing with Jimmy Butler. It's time to start talking about how the Celtics played 3 injured teams last year and then played the Dallas Mavericks, who were what, a 5th seed or a 4 seed, whatever they were. I'm not even mad. I hope you guys know that. I'm not mad at the outcome. I don't like either of these teams. I'm just astonished that they just did that again, and that the similarities from game 1 to game 2 were just so eerily exact. I cannot believe that just happened again. I am shocked. I am in shock. Now, knowing the New York Knicks, they'll probably choke to the Pacers anyway. I'm probably just blowing smoke. But the Celtics are cooked. They are done. They are done. Congratulations, New York. You are beating the Celtics. Celtics have put on display the 2 most Sixers playoff losses I've ever seen. This postseason makes no sense. Every team on the road has won a game so far. Last night became the first time that all 4 road teams won game 1 in the second round of the playoffs, and no home teams have won yet. Didn't this happen in the MLB a couple years ago? We've had, 6 games in the second round? All games have been won by the road team. All games have been won by the road team. I don't know why Jason Tatum had the ball with the game on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, I'm RB. I'm a Sixers creator, reporter, whatever you want to call it. I cover the Sixers all year. We are live streaming as many playoff games as we can. We're on a live stream marathon. No Sixers in the playoffs. I've had a lot of fun sitting back and watching these playoffs, but I am surprised every night with these games. This has been crazy. If you have been courteous enough to join me throughout these playoffs so far, thanks for being a member of the channel and supporting us. If you guys have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. We're going to continue to break down all of these games. We'll continue to do this Knicks Celtics series. We'll continue to do the Timberwolves and Warriors series, and we'll see what else happens. But, wow. Another wild game. Guys, follow us on all social medias, man. Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter /X at RB Philly Take. And if you want to support us here on YouTube, consider becoming a member of the channel. You know what really, my final thought, I just saw this comment in the chat. Remo, thanks for bringing this up. For all the Knicks fans out there, in case you guys don't know, I'm actually a Nova fan. I'm a Villanova Wildcats fan. And I liked all these Nova guys. I watched all their college games. I wanted all of them to be on the Sixers when they were drafted. Bridges was until he got traded. It's not that I hate the player. I just hate that they have to all play for the New York Knicks. I got to give them their respect. They played hard, man. They just stay in games. It's the Jay Wright mentality. Jay Wright brought a bunch of 3-star recruits into Villanova, and he turned them into NBA long-term players. I liked all those guys, man. I hate them because they're on the Knicks, but Jay Wright deserves a freaking trophy for what he has done with these players, man. Jalen Brunson was never expected to be the level of player he is. Same thing with Mikal Bridges. Same thing with DiVincenzo, even though he's not on the Knicks. Like, Jay Wright deserves a trophy. And he got the trophy. He got 2 championships. But for what he has done, like this level of confidence that these guys play with, that is a Jay Wright direct line right there. So that's all I'm going to say about Villanova. Wow. I can't get myself to root for the Knicks. I can't get myself to root for the Celtics. That's like sacrilegious of me. I'm just here to call the games and break it down. But I asked for one thing at the beginning of this series. I asked for good games so that we could have great live streams, have a lot of fun, and get a lot of people in here supporting. So far, we've gotten 2 really crazy games. That's all I can ask for. These playoffs have been off the rails. That's where we're at. Support us on all platforms, man. Thank you for being a part of it. Appreciate you all. And we'll be back tomorrow night with the Warriors-Timberwolves game. But that's where we're going to end this one off, man. What a game. The Celtics do it again. They choke on their home floor. The freaking crowd was stunned. I don't even think I heard one peep out of the crowd. The Knicks are up 2-0, going back home, and are in prime position to win this series. Celtics go down. Check out my Sixers video from earlier today for all my Sixers fans up in here. Wow. Speechless. NBA playoffs, man. Craziness. Chaos. RB. Philly take with RB. Sixers game day live. NBA playoff game day live here in the playoffs. Have a good rest of your night, everybody. Good night. Peace.